Boom! GG NSFW.
Let's go ski.
What's going on?
Yo, I have a thought.
What's the
I
thought?
think that maybe, right? Just maybe.
oh,
And
lordy.
feel free to throw stones. That we should change the name of these.
Why? Yo, bro, that's
NSFW is kind of, it's just like, it doesn't have nothing funny to it. It's
Yeah.
not silly enough.
that's fair. You know what's actually funny about that? I thought about that today. And the reason I thought about that today is because Joe Rogan dropped another Protect Our Parks episode, and I was watching that, and I thought that their name was hilarious.
You can call anything NSFW.
Yeah, fair.
You know?
But I've never heard a pod titled NSFW, though,
Let's
so
not
it's
try
kind
to
of
force
unique
it.
in that way.
Let's not try to force it. Let it just come. It'll
Yeah.
come. It'll come
That's
by
fair.
the 4 hour, 26 minute mark.
The 4 hour and 26 minute mark. Do you guys remember that pod that we filmed that never got released? That went like 5 hours. That we lost to the void.
Yes. Lost that one to the metaverse.
That seems like that Wu-Tang album that only one person possesses.
What was the story behind that? I remember hearing that and I thought it was crazy. Didn't they like make an album and they put like some ridiculous price tag on it and only like one crazy like trillion or some crazy money mogul bought that shit and like Gate kept it and like wouldn't like release it to the public?
I don't know. I'm not sure on the story
That
of that.
story
But
bro, you should have left your TV up here. We could have been googing shit.
Yeah, we should have. I could pause it.
Could have
We can
been
go get it quick.
googing shit.
We could have been
Yo,
If
googling.
you
will
want, I
say,
can pause it. We can go
it
get it
feels
quick.
You want
weird.
to?
Sure.
All right, fuck it. Let's do it real quick. We'll be back. Alrighty, we're back. We had
back.
some GG physical difficulties over here. Brian
Physical
Brian
difficulties.
was about to poop himself on stream. So
Right. It's all right though. It all worked out.
it all worked out in the end. Yeah, we figured it out. We found out that some girl charged Aiden Ross what $250,000 to go on.
$2,500.
Oh, just $2,500. Jeez, all right. I was like blown away by that number at the start.
Yeah, would you pay?
Also, just so we're aware, they're capping. So I'm wearing my diaper today, so like, just so
Good.
we're aware.
Look at these things. These things are awesome. They look cool. They're called Champagne. I'm probably talking crazy right now. They're called Champagne 10th Anniversary Perdomo
Magnum 50.
Reserve. Magnum 50. Is that what they're called? These things are awesome. What were you going to say, Darren?
I don't remember. I think I was gonna say something like, "Would you pay?" Let's think of an outlandish person.
Oh, Jesus. Neil deGrasse Tyson.
No, it's not wonky enough.
Not wonky enough. I feel like Neil deGrasse is pretty wonky,
No,
dog.
it's not wonky enough.
6'9".
Nah,
6'9".
Weird Al Yankovic. Or
These
whatever
do
his
look
name is.
really cool.
a little
I like the way
wonkier.
these cigars
Fucking
look.
Bill Nye.
Nah, it's not.
Bill,
It's not even. I'd want to do that
Bill
anyway.
Nye, the
you know?
science guy.
What kind of wonk? Like
I'm
define
thinking
wonky.
like wonky like that. Like how?
Oh.
Yeah. Like
Oh.
That's fair. Define
maybe-
wonky. Like
Maybe the Whoa Vicky.
Oh yeah, Kev. Would you pay $2,500 to get Whoa Vicky on the pod?
no,
Really? Bad for business.
that's not bad for business.
How about Dr. Phil?
Would I pay? Maybe. I would definitely rather say yes to him, but probably not.
Who do you think wins in a fucking Greco-Roman wrestling match? Dr. Phil or Donald Trump?
Dr. Phil or Donald Trump? I think I got Dr. Phil. Yeah.
Wait, yo, but Donald Trump is like, isn't he like 6'4"?
Yeah, but he's like 72 though.
I hear.
Dr. Phil's like
Yeah,
6'2".
Dr. Phil got to be pretty up there in the age department as well.
Who do you think wins, Greco-Roman style?
I mean, I got to be honest. I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
It's like upper body wrestling, like
Yeah?
throws and shit, instead of like taking down
Oh.
your opponent. It's
Oh,
not like
yeah.
it's not like double leg takedowns. It's like using
Yeah.
upper body strength to throw.
Let's
your
see.
opponent.
Let's do some basic bodily
I got
comparison.
Doc Phil.
Nah.
I think I got Dr. Phil as well,
Who do you
but
think wins in a slap contest? Slap UFC.
that I feel like I might have to go Trump for some reason.
I heard Trump has huge hands.
Yeah, I've heard the same thing. Oh, Dr. Phil's 6'3".
Oh shit, yeah, never mind. Then I do got Dr.
Who
Phil.
wins?
I got Doc Phil.
Oh, they're both 6'3". That's crazy.
Good matchup.
Yeah,
I know.
good
I've thought
matchup.
about this for some time
Now,
now.
now we gotta now we
Yeah.
gotta figure out the weight though. Donald Trump.
Yeah,
They
good
probably
weight
don't have that
numbers.
fake news. There's no Donald Trump weight.
Donald
Um,
Trump would be like,
Probably like 260.
I would kill Dr. Phil.
270 pounds. That seems a little crazy. Dr.
Who's
Phil
270?
Trump. That's what they're saying. I don't believe
That's
that
not
though.
a good 270 though.
Yeah, no, but I just don't believe he's that big. And there's no way Dr. Phil's that
no.
big.
No.
I
Donald
believe
Trump's
he's
a
that
chunky
big.
boy.
Yeah,
but
he's
you
a
probably
big,
haven't
fat
seen like because he
motherfucker.
always wears like nice suits that are real form fitting. He's
Yeah.
a big boy.
Dr. Phil is from the first thing I seen is roughly 176 pounds.
Ooh, I still got Big Doc Phil.
I
I'm
got
gonna-
D. Phil as well.
Yeah, I do too. Because there ain't no way that 270 is a good 270.
Yeah, that 270 ain't moving right.
That's not that Francis Ngannou 270.
It's quite different.
Definitely quite different. No, I
Different
want his
270.
weight, bro. Give me his actual weight.
I hope you guys are feeling silly tonight, because this
Feeling
is
a
what
little,
it's all about.
No,
little
bro.
goofy today. I had a good day today.
I actually want to talk about politics.
Oh no.
You know about the current.
Yep.
So I'm feeling pretty good today.
Good job, Jake. Jake, tell the world you bought a beautiful brand new car
Bought
today.
a car today, baby.
It's always a good
Got
day.
a 2012 Nissan Xterra.
Fucking Altima.
No.
Which leads me into our first point, my first segue. So I went to dinner. The first point, I was just gonna say this before. I did the thing that I told you I should never do before a pod, and I ate way too much food before coming on today's show. But in the process of that, we went out to dinner, and I was talking to Uncle Keith, and instantly we were talking about this whole camping trip. So what's going on, boys?
yeah,
We got to
we're supposed
get
to go
into
I
it.
want to go camping very badly.
We got to just do it. Like, we should, like, pick a weekend. They were
We
talking
should do
about
it next weekend.
They were talking about either
I don't think I can do it. Weekends aren't good for me. That's why
Yeah,
it's
facts.
tough.
frogs.
See,
Your frogs.
weekdays aren't good. Well, the summer's coming
Well,
up.
yeah, let's just plan
Yeah.
one really soon
Yeah.
during the summer break. So
I'm
everyone
usually
will
off
be good.
Mondays and Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Normally.
That'd be a cool, like, 2-day trip.
That's funny. I only work 3 days a week.
And Monday and Wednesday is the two of them.
Wednesday, and then Sunday.
I'm usually Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Sing around the campfire and sing
Oh
our
yeah, I
campfire
was
song.
about to say you guys are going to be off, right?
Yeah, Kevin and I are gonna do a job though. I wonder what we'll do, Kev. What do you think? What do you think is calling our name nowadays?
Scratching backs.
Drug dealing's always out there.
You know, you really got to consider that every time you're into the job
Swing
search.
that guy?
Every time you're in the job pickle, you got to think like I played GTA when I was younger. Like I could like make do. Like I know the ropes at least, but like it's in my willing to go that route.
I mean, I will throw out the fact that Fetty Wap just got sentenced for 6 years for drug dealing during the COVID times where he couldn't do any shows. He was low on money.
Fetty Wap,
Yeah, he's going away for 6 years.
bro, that always scares me. Why is it like scarier to like think about gaining fame and then losing it? Well, not just fame, but like gaining what somebody like Fetty Wap gained and then losing it. Why does that seem scarier than like just never obtaining it at all?
Because like imagine like obtaining the impossible, getting it, and then because after you once you lose it, your entire life probably revolves around trying to get that back.
Imagine you
notice-
hit the lotto, right?
Yeah.
And then lost your ticket. That's much worse than never hitting the lotto.
That's actually a good way of describing it, I guess.
But
But
that
that
would
way
hurt
you
even
still,
more.
that would, and the only
That's
reason
so much
is
worse than not
because
hitting the lotto.
you knew you could have had it, but you didn't. I
Right.
think that situation though is a little bit different because you did have it. You got to experience pretty much everything that came with it, all the money, all the fame, all the glory, all the whatever it is that drove you, and then it just seems like it's way scarier. I think that's a universally believed thing that it's scarier to like obtain it and then lose it than to just never achieve it at all.
Because I will say, I think I would rather like, I would rather like lose the lotto ticket. I mean, not in the sense of like, because I would rather just be rich than like rich and famous.
Yes.
But I will say like you most likely worked your ass off to become rich and famous, or at least like there was definitely luck in it, but you definitely still worked for it. Lottery
Yeah.
tickets, you literally just throw money at a wall and eventually gave it back to you.
What alarm is that, bro? What's that one?
That's the bedtime alarm.
Oh, really? The 10 o'clock
actually.
bedtime alarm at the
sir.
start of the NSFW pod. That's never any
It's a
good.
Friday night, son.
Drop a comment below. Rename the NSFW pod. We'll pick one
It's
lucky.
time to get jiggy.
All right, y'all boys want to pour up one to start? What are we doing here?
You guys are starting it, huh?
Oh, Jake, here. You're the bartender. How do we weigh this out? What's like the count?
Oh, without a top, there ain't no count, brother. Eyeball that bitch.
Oh, that's never any
Be a
good.
man, Kev. Pour that bitch out.
What do you got there? What's that drink of choice?
This is...
God damn, that's
No,
a big
it's not,
motherfucker.
it's not really that big, is it?
Yeah.
No,
I feel
bro.
like that's not that big.
It's more than it's more than the typical shot.
Really?
All I know is I watched you pour it, and like I'm not a bartender, but I said, I looked
You know
at
what's
Jake, he was
annoying? Because that shit look like iced tea, and if that was like the last sip of the iced tea in the bottle, you'd be like, "Oh, that's nothing." But like because it's a shot, it's like
but it's fucking 80 proof liquor.
What's the best bev?
This is 80 proof.
in the world.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like the
boy.
best thirst quenching
70 proof.
bev. Not even thirst quenching, but just the
Kev,
best
talk to that
like
cap, dog.
I
What's
feel
the difference
like
between
you
just
gotta
five?
go with like the classic like
Percentage of
strawberry lemonade,
proof
What's up,
is double
Jack?
the percentage.
or like the classic, and you could like pick or choose. It's kind of
the
like
same thing.
whatever is up to you, but like the Gatorade. The Gatorade is quite
What's the
universal.
best G-Raid? G-Raid, come and sponsor the GG Pod.
Yo, that would be more game changing than like meeting most crazy people.
Yeah.
Imagine how awesome it would be to get sponsored by Gatorade. After
They
all
only
these
sponsor
years.
athletes, though, I think.
Yeah. Well, that's why we gotta do some
That's
cool
why I
shit in
become
the
an
athletic
ATC
realm.
world champion, right?
I know.
Fucking smack down Gordon Ryan.
Just have cases of Gatorade in the closet. The fuck are you guys talking about?
Well, it was kind of hard to talk like while you like two
That's
conversations.
good. I'm happy that you guys are at least present in that way. In about 25 minutes.
Oh,
that,
no.
Yeah, that won't
In
be.
about 25 minutes, fucking Brian's ass going to be hanging halfway out that window.
Yeah.
In order to
I'll
be
do
yelling
it.
at
I'll
people.
do it right now.
I wish you could run that AC while this fucking pile is going on. We gotta find a way to make that
You don't
work.
think it'd be any good, Hannah?
Nah, buddy.
I know, because it's getting quite warm.
Quite warm, bud. We
This
might
is
like.
nighttime, though.
I know. I wish we had more time. We got here and jumped right into it. We probably could have figured that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was getting late. What were we just talking about though? Before that, what were you guys talking about?
We were talking about alcohol percentage versus proof.
This is
I was
no good,
explaining
boys.
routines.
So are you guys doing like the time shot thing, or are you just going by how you're
Oh,
feeling?
we should do that.
I mean, we could do whatever.
And also, are you guys trying to do anything after this?
Yes.
Yeah.
What are you guys trying
Kind
to
of.
do?
Yes. I don't know.
Yo, I had this really cool idea I was telling Brian about, and I just started telling you about this.
Yeah.
But yo, I got to show you these shits, bro.
All right.
And tell me how fucking cool would this be? And Jake, I will 100% want you in on this shit.
All right.
So,
Oh, also after this, remind me. I could tell you about like the golf tips and shit. So,
So, yeah.
I'll forget it.
We'll talk about golf at
So-
some point, I'm sure.
oh shucks.
Because Sunday it's about to be over with for Darren. Coming for him. Brian, ask Brian. He's been seeing my 6-iron game, dog. I've been
yeah?
chipping them motherfuckers.
All right, yo. So look, I want you and Jake both got to look at these, right? But so before I show you guys, the idea is to get like a mini mansion / like cabin
Yeah.
in the summer for like maybe 2 nights or a night, and
Okay.
invite like 15 of our friends, and then go there with like suits on.
Oh yeah, we were talking about this.
tuxes, cigars, just have a great time.
Let's do it.
I think it'd be dope.
Let's
So
bring
check-
like
check
some
these
nice
houses
fucking
out. Check these
bourbons
houses out.
and fucking
Dude, there's like inside hotels, saunas, gyms,
damn.
pool
How much
tables.
does
it's
it
like
cost?
$1,000 a night.
Yeah,
But if there's
we
15
we
of
divvy
us,
that up between 10 of us.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Easy money. Yeah,
So,
everybody
and
does 100.
There's like different houses that we could choose, and yeah, the nicest one I saw was the cheapest one I saw.
Yeah.
It was like it had a pool table, a ping pong table, a hot tub, a pool inside the house.
Is it like all this shit?
Yeah.
This is awesome.
And like something else, but
That
it
one's
was like
awesome.
12 bedrooms.
imagine doing
or
a
12
podcast
beds,
there.
9 rooms.
Yeah.
And it was like $950. Every other
That'd
one
be
was, like,
cool, bro,
$9.
if we did that and then we did a big ass pod where we just brought in a bunch of different people for like the whole pod.
That would be dope. I think
For like 10, 15 minutes.
what's it called? Did that? Impulsive did that.
Really?
Yeah.
That would be so cool if we did
At a
like
wedding.
a little event like that, and then we just had like a bunch of our like really cool friends there, past guests, or
Yep.
like just cool people that we maybe have not have done podcasts, whatever, and then just did like a big crazy episode.
Do like musical pod. And
Yeah.
fucking You swap the guest out every
Musical
10
pod.
minutes.
That'd be pretty interesting.
Remember that one idea we had of going to Times Square, setting
Mhm.
up a table, and then asking random people to do like
Yeah.
a 5-minute podcast?
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool.
It's still a pretty cool idea. That would just be. I think that would be cool for just like a video.
Right. I agree.
Just pull up,
Yeah.
film, like have Xavier come shoot some
Yeah.
stuff.
You gotta get X on the fucking camera, but he's playing around.
Or somebody like we're the young savages, the young filmmakers out there.
Yeah.
Like we want like some real savages, up and comers that are trying to make it to the top.
Right.
Y'all boys want to take this first shot and get this shit out the way? Because I feel like I've been dreading this. I've just been talking so I don't have to take this shot.
I'm ready
So
for
what's it to? Toast it to something.
Guys, well, let's first of all see what commencement this is of the annual GG NSFW reunion. Let's just see.
Who's Emmanuel?
Jake, do it. This is our 5th time commencing.
For the
Really?
NSFW.
GG NSFW 5. That's
we
a
gotta
pretty
find
cool
a new
name.
name for this.
Yeah, we got to. Somebody got to drop a comment
About
beneath.
the fuck around and find out podcast.
Sadly, it's too long of a title.
It doesn't
for
have that yodel. You know what I'm
It
saying?
doesn't.
YouTube. Yodely. Darren's been
That
yodeling.
yodel.
You can call- yeah, I've been doing yodel practice for about 6 months now. I'm really getting good.
Let's call it that
And
yodel.
you guys don't even understand the half of that statement. He's dead ass serious.
He's actually yodeling.
He's trying to get better at talking,
Yeah.
but it's all for like the betterment of his
Society.
society and the podcast. He's trying to look after you guys.
It's
He's
for the
trying to
kids,
be
man.
more versatile. Yeah, I mean, he's
It's all
really,
for the kids.
It's all for the streets. You know what I'm saying? But let's
Them
do
folks
this. I guess
back
let's
at
fucking
home.
Get it out the
Yep,
way before
yep, yep,
so I can stop dreading this shit.
All right, so what's the
No
toast
way
to?
you got a water chaser. Oh, okay.
To GG NSFW number 5.
Yep.
To being sober right now, because Lord knows we probably won't be in 20 minutes.
All right, man.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Blasphemous or what? I'm gonna stick to
Down the gullet.
H2O because I'm a good Samaritan.
No free endorsements.
That one hurt the gullet.
I feel like we almost give them free endorsements by showing it and then saying, "Damn, no free endorsements." So then, like, you're kind of like singling it out in a way.
Oof.
Yeah, that one sucked.
That hurt.
So what did we got there? What is this?
Crown
Pussies.
Peach.
Crown Peach?
This is what we were drinking on my birthday one, which I don't know which
This,
NSFW
in my opinion,
that
if
was.
you're just shooting straight liquor, this is the way to go.
Our second
In
NSFW,
Jake's eyes.
the Crown Peach.
The Crown Peach.
Jake, you should tell them about what concoction of a drink that you made fucking Kevin drink yesterday.
It wasn't even a concoction.
I
That
know,
shit was
but-
just.
That was fucked
that
up,
shit
bro.
was
I surprised Kev with a good old shot of jalapeno flavored tequila.
Bro, it was
How was that?
awful. It was like one of the
That's just
worst.
good, bro.
It was one of the worst smelling things I've ever
Yeah,
smelled. He
okay.
set it down on the table. I'm like, whoa, what
You
is
could-
that?
I pour a shot of that. I could smell it from the whole bar.
Bro, it's
No,
just.
he's actually not joking.
You
Like,
could smell it from
'cause-
like 20 feet away.
He poured me up a something black. It was
Black
pure
Sambuca.
black, and it was scary. And I was like, Kevin, try some. And so he gave him something else, which was that.
Yeah.
But when he poured it, all I hear Otis is like, "Is that what that smell is?" And I go, and bro, that shit was disgusting.
You could literally smell it from 20 feet away.
How did it taste?
Bro,
Bittersweet?
the worst.
I think that
One
shit's
of-
good. Not as a shot.
One
but
of the worst things I've ever drank. in
Did
my
it taste
life.
like success?
No, it tasted like failure.
Did it really?
No, it tasted like.
What do you think tastes like failure? Like, if you
Um,
had to describe any taste, what would it be?
I mean, jeez,
So
tastes
what-
like failure.
Yeah.
No, like that.
Actually, I think I know a good taste. I think that you could at least somewhat compare it to.
What?
You ever like? I can really think it's at like football practice because like you couldn't really like wipe your sweat. You ever get a whole bunch of sweat in your mouth?
Oh, yeah, I love that shit.
Ooh.
It's a great smell. You know, you're
Good.
fucking getting after it. Yeah, it's like a good.
I like,
Alright, I
Good.
like when I'm
You
sweating.
seen that shit that I sent you the other
Yeah.
day on Instagram? It
No, I
was
didn't actually.
David Goggins on Mars.
Yeah.
David Goggins on
No,
Mars.
it was like a video of Elon Musk. He was like, "All right, guys, we're about to be the first people to ever step foot on Mars." They're like all sitting in a spaceship. It was like him, like fucking, like just some crazy people. I remember Joe Rogan was there. Who else? I think I don't know. It was a couple of really weird people were there. And then they opened the door, like as they were about to be the first ones, and it was just David Goggins running. And he was like, "Welcome to Mars. Stay hard, motherfuckers," or some shit like that.
And he kept running. They're
Yeah.
like, "Where are you going?" He's like, "On my way to Jupiter. I'll see you there."
Yeah, some shit like that.
Jokes.
Bro, that shit was hilarious. I'm gonna grab a beer. Jake, you want one? Them shits are probably still
Oh,
warm.
yeah, I'll
though.
take
They're
one.
probably piss warm, brother.
Kev,
Uh-huh.
you got me a twisted tea?
Does
No,
beer
I-
go
I-
bad?
Yes.
Beer go bad?
Yes. Yeah.
How long has
Actually,
that been sitting
just
there?
recently took home like 3 cases of beer from the Woodlands because the expiration date was out, but like it's still good for a little while after the expiration. I didn't drink all of it, but I took it home because I didn't want to let it go to waste.
How long does it typically last if it's not open?
If it's not opened and never cooled, it'll last a while, but if you cool it and then stop cooling it, it'll go bad very quickly.
Good to know because this twisted tea has been sitting next to my fridge for like good maybe 6 months, but it's never been cooled.
It sucks.
just
They're
Threw
not
out a
very
ca-
cold.
Well, basically a full case of beer that was in the trunk of my old car.
I should have
Oh, I remember.
preemptively
You know,
put
there's
those.
like other beers, right?
What do you mean?
They're not just. Oh wait.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
I
we're
put
waiting for us
put
to
them in the fridge.
chill
They're
out.
just they're warm as hell because I forgot to put them in the fridge.
I'm down to wait for a little while on it.
Yeah, man. I mean that Crown Apple is grody, brother. I'm trying to avoid that at all
Peach.
costs.
You ever meet a beer
Oh.
guy?
Huh?
You ever meet a beer guy?
That's me. Like
Really?
if
No,
well,
like a
I'm-
guy who like has
Like
like set
IPAs
yeah.
and shit.
Oh,
Oh,
the
no.
hops
I mean-
on that one, bud. Fuck.
the hops.
I meet
buddy.
beer guys every day.
That was
Yeah.
like Uncle Keith at down there at Chris Nick's
Yeah.
pub, buddy, when we were down there. So what kind of IPAs you guys got on tap back there, bud?
I get asked that question every day.
He's probably gonna hear that too, because he'd
Oh,
be
Keith?
listening. Yeah, he'd be listening to the
Keith,
pod.
if you're listening to this, you have a great fucking beard, and this is a shout out.
Great beard. And then we're
Good
going
beard.
camping. That's why I brought up the camping. I literally told him I was like, I'm gonna be with all of them tonight, so I'll talk about the camping.
No
Which we
glamping
never
out
really
this
we
bitch.
never really came to a conclusion on that, boy. So what are we doing? Then we gonna figure it
Well, we
out?
gotta wait till the school year's over.
Nah, that's malarkey. Because if you look at it this way, right?
It's only like a week
I
and a
won't
half,
be
right?
attending if it's before the school year's over.
This is a boatload of malarkey right here.
We should forcefully not bring any toilet paper.
That's terrible. The
Leaves
school year is
only.
literally over 2 Fridays from now.
I'm
Yeah,
wiping
so
my
not-
ass with gravel.
Yeah, son.
Okay.
Stay
Not-
hard. I'm
not-
wiping my ass with a fucking with a pine cone, son.
Stay
So,
hard.
like-
I'm wiping my ass with poison ivy.
Poison.
Stay
Oh,
hard.
that got to be
Checkmate.
terrible. But nah, like so
I'm
like
wiping my ass with Brian's ass.
Stay hard.
stay hard. He was gonna kill him and sacrifice him like that.
Alright,
Wiping
this is
my
good
ass with
also.
Brian's ass.
Jesus, that's no good.
Stay hard, motherfucker.
Stay
On
hard.
the
So,
logos.
bro, Friday the 16th, Saturday the 17th, Sunday the 18th, somewhere in that range. That'd be cool, right?
I
We're out of
guarantee I work all 3 of those days.
school. Really?
No, we have to go a week.
Well, it's 2 years in advance. So why don't you?
2 years in
No.
advance.
Oh.
2 weeks in advance. You can't request off. Well, no, because
I need my fucking weekend money, dog. I just bought a car for $18,000.
Let's do it during a weekday.
I'm about to say
Oh, never mind. That's next
Oh,
month.
we gotta go fishing too.
That John.
Yeah, I would like to do some fishing. I haven't gone fishing since I was a young lad.
I'm a
Fishing.
fucking pro bass hunter.
Wait,
So
No,
Jake,
you're
you
not.
said
Yes,
you're
I am.
off Mondays and Wednesdays.
Typically,
Could you call off a Tuesday and I could call off a Wednesday, and then we could do like a you do Monday nights, don't you?
every day is a night.
Night days.
So I'm thinking, if anything, we could go.
If we're
like,
gonna do it, we gotta do it like 2 or 3 nights in a row.
that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking like
I
Tuesday,
think like 2's
Wednesday.
enough.
Yeah,
think
2 is
two's enough,
perfect.
yeah.
Like staying there one night and then staying there another full night, leaving the next
Yeah.
day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. And I was talking to them too. They were saying like the place that we can go, you can lit fires as long as it's not like crazy bonfires, nothing crazy.
I might sleep in my car if we do this.
He said he got a
Now
bunch
that
of
I
cool
got a
things,
fucking
too.
camping car.
He also even said that like he has a tent that he I guess offered to give us.
Yeah.
But we just gotta buy poles for
Yep.
it.
Yeah, that's what
So-
he told me too.
That'd be awesome, bro. Camping. We gotta do it. That'd be so awesome.
You know what we gotta do, bro? We
Huh?
gotta prove these fucks wrong and buy that bus.
Yeah, I know.
Remember they told us we wouldn't do it?
Yeah. And that was a clip.
I still
so,
don't think
like,
you'll do it.
all right, so
I
there
mean,
you go. That's another one
What is
right there.
called? I don't deny that you'll eventually do it, but
Yeah.
you guys gave, I think you said a year or something like that when you first said it. Not a chance.
I don't know for sure if we did
I'll
that,
be honest, I
but
don't think even 2. You said like 1 to 2 years. No, that's not.
I would love to be
2
able to
years?
achieve something like that in 2 years.
You
No,
could
granted-
buy a bus pretty cheap.
Yeah,
could.
but
You could
it's
buy
just
one of
like
them things
you
pretty
guys have
cheap.
like so many more expenses right
Yeah.
now. Like as of right now, I can't see it. But granted, I hope you prove me wrong.
You
'Cause
also
if
want
you prove me wrong, that means that you'll have like leveled up,
Yeah.
and that'll be hype for you.
Let's buy a
Probably.
plane and then go live
I
with the
know.
N'Gogo chimps.
Kevin,
Yo, speaking of the N'Gogo chums, bro, y'all gotta watch that
Yo,
documentary.
bro, how about Jackson, bro?
Huh?
That 31.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I'm watching some of it.
How?
I got
How'd
a
you do
Netflix
it?
password,
Let's
son.
go.
I finessed the system,
Let's
bro.
go,
Called the
Jackson.
CEO and I told him I'm gonna.
I knew you were
I was
like,
gonna say some
Wait,
bronze.
yo,
Never
time
mind.
out, yo,
is Jackson
you
the
guys see like what's going on like with the Netflix, John?
no?
Bro,
I-
they're
I-
securing
I-
the
Fuck
fucking-
Netflix.
Fuck
Netflix. Fuck yo.
Why? What
Netflix.
happened?
Bro, like, so you know how they've been like talking about how like you're not gonna be able to like share your password.
Ah, did they
Bro,
roll that out?
bro,
That's why your ass got kicked off
Oh,
Netflix. cocksucker.
wait till you hear this
Bro,
shit.
so I logged in and whatchamacallit, it was like, it was like sign in and identify that this is the primary Wi-Fi that you'll be using for this. So that means anyone using my account and not on my Wi-Fi and won't be able to use it, or if they do, I think I get charged like an additional $8.
So wait, hold on. What if
Well,
like
what-
you were on a bus ride and you want to watch some Netflix
On
the
your
fucking-
phone. That's
yeah.
what I was thinking.
I think you're chopped.
That's fucking
That's
That's what happened.
crazy.
Bro, and they're gonna lose probably so like that's
Yeah.
gonna be one of them really dumb business decisions right
I
there.
If I
I don't
paid for
get
Netflix, I'd stop.
Bro, Netflix was already so huge. Like that's
See, I
what
don't know. I gotta say this though, because I don't have the primary evidence or residence of the password that I'm using.
Yeah.
No, I will say Laura uses mine.
Yeah.
Mine
And
works.
she
I
was
use
still
Maddie's.
able to use it, but I know since they just started, like, I got that notification,
Yeah.
I think they're going to be shutting it down very soon.
Well,
That'd be my
well,
assumption.
It's stupid because I mean I get it. Like if you feel as though you want to make the maximum amount of profit off your product, sure. But they're already the biggest movie and TV streaming service in the entire world. Like literally the entire world. Nothing's bigger than Netflix. Besides
I know I'm
YouTube,
not
but YouTube's
fucking
not
buying it.
movies. I wouldn't buy it either. Fuck
Let's go.
Netflix.
I mean,
I'm not taking the extra subscription.
I like Netflix, but
I like
the
Netflix.
move. Oh, it's a bad move.
I use my mom's account. Like I'm not paying for Netflix.
Yeah,
the
no-
fuck I look like.
Like, I use Netflix. Granted, I get it, like, very cheap because from T-Mobile. Granted.
Granted.
I don't even got time for the
I
fucking
repeat you every
Netflix.
time you say granted.
Why?
I don't know.
You know how much
Say a lot.
just sneezed and died over there.
Yeah, I did almost sneeze and die. My
The,
heart
o-
would've
the
stopped.
only time I fuck around and turn Netflix on is when some crazy thing piques my interest, like that current documentary that I'm watching. I'm telling you, y'all gotta watch it. That shit is gnarly.
See, I watched, like, some anime and shit on Netflix, but... And, like, every here
That
and
was
there,
the
like,
last thing I watched on Netflix was Death Note, and that was how long ago?
2 months ago, maybe?
So yeah, that and then the thing that I watched prior to
Food
that was that
thinking.
Kaleidoscope
What?
show.
Is that him? Because there's, like, 6 different pictures, and he looks different in every single one of them.
Why are you showing the fucking Netflix CEO that
You,
motherfucker?
you guys think
Right
you could
here.
beat his ass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Just cause.
That
I mean,
guy's
He's like a badass old
70.
man. That's
Yeah,
a-
but-
he has good grades though.
would you
He
ever?
does have good grace, but
What-
he's
His
still
grades
like
are good.
he
Yeah.
might not have good bones.
There's a good potential that he can whoop some
You
ass,
think
but
like
would you ever say
osteoporosis?
you would lose to that guy?
Huh?
Would you think it's even valid to say you would lose to that
Well,
guy?
without knowing him, you could.
Old
probably
buddy
say.
might have
Well,
mesothelioma as far
yeah,
as I know.
exactly. I mean, you could say like, yeah, there's a good chance he might know some crazy shit, but there's also a really good chance he doesn't, and he's way older than you.
Yo, we got to figure out some type of like ventilation system in here, bro, because I feel like I just fucking one dragged a bogue, brother. This is nuts.
We could
You're gonna
pop
be-
this window or something.
It's already
Open it a little bit more.
I think it is.
Actually,
Nah,
here.
it's not that bad. I'm just cracking sillies.
We might be able to turn the fan
Just
on
cracking
that thing.
sillies.
I just don't want the noise to affect the roadcaster.
Yeah,
If we-
oh god.
I was just gonna say if we did it prior to starting, like maybe if we pause it again, I can figure it out real quick. But I would have to like try to cancel out the noise that it's gonna
If you want to fuck with it, go ahead.
put off. Do you guys want to pause real quick, or
Yeah,
do you have
babe.
something you want to say?
I was just gonna say just because we were talking. Yeah, apparently Netflix has 2 CEOs.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could have like joint owners. Darren and I are both technically CEOs.
No,
of,
well, like the guy doesn't own it. I guess that they like promoted him.
yeah.
I-
Actually, no, I don't think that's how that works in like a
no,
big
usually it's
business.
there's like a CFO, a
Yeah,
CEO,
there's actual
and,
roles.
There's some other John too, but it's so yeah. Netflix is like, I just saw like some like I guess guy got promoted, and actually I'm not gonna say like I know his story. I read a 2-second little article on it, just like the headline. So we'll
Yeah.
be not talking like I know what happened.
All right, real
there you go.
question. Change the subject. Who do you think
Okay.
would be the best in this room at operating a forklift?
Operating a forklift.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
that's
gonna
random.
give it to Kevin because his I feel like his dad is
Don?
forklift certified.
Don's nice with it.
And-
Nice with it. I know. He probably whipping that hoe in there, right?
I don't know, man. I think I got it.
Wait,
I
actually,
Really?
Nah,
I think I
Jake
got it.
Nah, Jake is literally the 40-year-old old white man
No.
already.
The
You got it.
forklift guys, come on. You know who's whipping the forklift. The
I think
best.
the only advantage that Jake has is he wears tactical pants. And that's it.
We're tactical
Yes,
pants.
that's it.
I mean, he got the blue
I bet
jeans
you-
on.
All right, here, let's do an over under right now. Ready, Jake? You're not involved in this. Jake has a fucking knife in his pocket right now.
Oh, yeah,
a tool
that-
of some sort. in
Bro,
his
I
pocket
would
right
bet
now.
my entire life
Let's do it.
savings he has
Let's do
a
it.
knife on him
Ready?
right now. Okay, literally.
I'm gonna go with the under.
Reveal.
I do not.
Whoa!
You're lying. I knew he was lying.
Yeah,
bro.
he
He
does.
always
Look
has
at
a
him.
knife on
Look
him.
at him. The
I
fucking
just-
You will
multi-tool.
never catch Jake. Jake will be naked with a knife attached to him somehow.
That's how
just a little hip strap on to keep the fucking that thing on him.
See, that's how you know I'm a gambler.
You
at
gotta
heart,
have the
'cause everything
slicey.
in me was like Jake definitely has one on. But
Yeah,
I'm like,
you knew damn well. I
let
had
me
a
just
knife in my
let me see if
pocket.
I'm right.
You want to fuck with that fan?
Yeah, I'll do it real quick. All right, and we're back. We
got
just
it. We're back.
viciously took an L to this air conditioner, and for the sake of your guys' audio quality, we're gonna be hot tonight. It's all your guys' fault.
So yeah,
Guys,
fuck you guys.
blame my past.
I poured one.
How about that Durkio album though?
Oh, wait,
What do
no,
you guys
hey,
think?
No,
I
no,
haven't
no,
heard it
stop.
yet.
No, stop. You know what you just did there.
What?
Kevin, pour up a shot.
What did he
What did I do, Brian?
What did he do?
He tried to. He's like, but so how about this? No.
Well, how about it though? I actually
Wait,
want to
we'll
talk about
it
the
after,
Durkio
Kevin.
album
Take a shot first, all right?
and Kodak too. Kodak dropped a pretty nice album today too.
Did he?
Did he actually didn't know that?
Jesus, Brian.
Oh,
Fuck, buddy, you're pouring a cup of Joe over there, dog.
I was
He
too.
did pour a
Yo,
cup of
bro,
Joe.
I'm watching him. He's like,
That
yeah,
shit
guys.
spilled
Like,
up
so
to
how
here.
about the weather? He's just pouring that shit for like 5
I
minutes.
was too busy.
His shit is actually probably halfway full right now.
It's about right here.
Bro, I was too busy. I'm like, damn, Kodak dropped. I didn't hear about it.
Wow,
Damn,
Kodak
I
dropped.
didn't even think about that. So I was walking my dog the other day.
Yeah. So do I just make a mixed drink with?
That sounds devastatingly awful.
No, that'd be good.
What do you think about the brews though? Now you think they're cold yet or what? I mean, it's been fucking 40 minutes since I
We'll
put
give
them
it a
in.
little bit.
Fuck.
Give it a little fucking.
I hit
The
a
brew,
one,
bro,
buddy.
I hate this shit. Like I don't want to do it. It's just for the fun. Like
Oh,
I wish
yeah.
alcohol didn't taste the way that it did. I'd probably be an alcoholic if alcohol didn't taste so bad.
Really?
Cheers,
No.
boys.
No, but
Go ahead.
that's the root
Can I
cause
take
of me
half of
not.
this?
No, come on, you fuck ass.
You poured it like an asshole. You drink it like an asshole.
It's good philosophy.
That's a
to
good
live by.
quote.
Jake Schultz. You heard it here, folks.
Refreshing.
That's awful.
Ooh, that's not.
It might have been obscenely small, but
Easy money sniper.
These are my favorite pods. We just do. I was telling Jake on the way here, no planning. So you just gotta fucking
Nothing,
talk about
brother.
apes and
Sit in there
chimps
and
and
have fun.
aliens. I hope at some point in this pod we're talking about aliens. Then it'd be, you know, it's a successful
Oh,
pod.
nah. You know what we should talk
talk
about?
about aliens a lot, though.
That's what I'm saying. But that's how you know it's successful, though.
Oh, bro,
Really?
yo, I
That's
got.
kinda
That's the
played
metric
out.
for success.
All right,
Yes.
you know what? Actually, I just had a conversation about aliens the other day. So me and Ant
I
were
guess
having
we're
a
talking about
conversation.
aliens.
Anthony Casper, my roommate.
Boy.
Actually, you might kind of. He probably talked to you about this. Yep.
Brian's the narrator.
There he
Remember that
doesn't
one
seem
time
too
that we
excited
were
about
all
this one.
I'm
we
not.
all just got done lifting at the Y, and then we were driving home. We thought we saw aliens in the sky, but
Yes.
it really just turned out to be planets.
Yeah. But yeah,
Maybe
so,
there's aliens
so,
on those planets.
so basically, all humans come from Africa, right? That's just like how it happened. And eventually, in Africa at that point,
Fake
there
news.
was.
I'm joking.
It was a big group of it was geniuses, it was dumbasses, it was people who were strong, who were weak, who could run fast, who could blah 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 whatever. And I'm gonna butcher this because Anthony's very knowledgeable on this, like type A fibers and shit like that. I don't entirely get it, but I get the gist of it. And so he says that after like a while, little groups started moving out of Africa, and they went to Iceland and like all these other places. Started migrating out of Africa, and because of that, Africa is compared to these like in these little groups. They were very like technologically. They weren't anywhere nearly as advanced as Africa was because Africa was filled with all these geniuses and whatnot. So they always get compared to it, and people are like, oh, it doesn't make sense. How would Africa build pyramids when every other tribe in every other country had nothing even close to that? Because they all came from Africa, so they're like, they should be just as smart, right?
I'm locked in.
So what is it called? Everyone, like, because of that, that's where, like, the alien theory comes in, that Africa had to have had aliens to build the pyramids, because there's no way Africa could do it if every other tribe that came from Africa couldn't even get close to that in every single other country that they moved to.
Bro, we open up the pyramid can of worms. This is gonna take a bad twist.
Which one? Personally, so Anthony basically described it as there's certain like fibers in your body. I'm not gonna try to say it like I know it for a fact.
Yeah.
Basically, the people who left had the fibers that make it so you could live in other climates.
Yeah.
And that doesn't necessarily mean that they had geniuses in their group, so that's why their technology wasn't anywhere near as advanced as Africa, who had everyone.
What do you believe, Brian? How did we build the pyramids?
I'll be honest, I'm kind of like impartial. Like what he says makes sense. Like Africa definitely should have better stuff than most other places because they were the group filled with everyone. But like the best case scenario they could have did for pyramids is a pulley system. That's the most advanced technology they could have used.
Yeah.
And even with a pulley system, I don't understand how they would push 10-ton rocks up a ramp. Like, even if you had 100 people in a row, right? I don't think 100 people are pushing a couple tons, right? And granted, they had millions of slaves doing it, right? They had millions of slaves doing it. But you can't just bunch up 1 million slaves on one big rock, right? Like, there's only so much circumference of this rock that hands could get on. Like
circumference.
I know. He's throwing a lot of words. I'm just waiting to see if they stick or not.
They do.
Good job, buddy.
Thank you. That one's next.
Brian, you should fucking take up paleontology, brother.
I can see Brian. Like, and so we found a nice sedimentary rock here. It formed in about 1994 BC, before the dinosaurs.
I don't know how they built the pyramids, but I don't think they did it with pulley systems.
Nah, fuck
The
that.
aliens did it?
Huh?
What is your over-under?
I have no idea. I have no speculation on how it was done, but I do not think that's how it was done.
Did they have antennas?
They could have. I mean, they were so. I mean, I'm not gonna say they're dumb, but they were like dumb compared to us now. Pulley systems are the only thing that makes sense.
Pulley systems.
But granted, that I was saying to Ant, that doesn't seem logical to me, and I don't know if it's aliens, but it might be aliens. Then he told me, "Oh, so what was it? Bigfoot?" And he was like, "What would you take? Bigfoot without a katana,
What a
or
bigot.
the aliens?"
What a
And then he
bigot.
started dick riding.
This
So
guy's a bigot. You're a bigot.
I'm a bigot.
Brian's a bigot.
So
I don't
Anthony
even know
brings
why,
up
but Brian's a
Bigfoot
bigot.
without katanas versus aliens, but I'm the bigot.
I actually, at first, I was calling him the bigot, but then I just changed it to
no.
you. I switched it to you because I thought it'd be
I mean,
funny.
you are a bigot.
Whoa, hold up, guys.
Bigotry in the finest.
No way. Drop
not stand for
a
this?
or drop a like for
Ooh.
Brian being a shitty
Bigot.
person. Bigot.
Shitty
All right,
bigot.
First of all, fuck you. Kind of fuck you.
You're a bigot.
Definitely fuck you.
Yep, bring it on.
Like, big middle finger to you.
Bring it
Wait,
on.
why do I get the big one, though?
Because I live with you and I see your dirty little secrets there. Nope.
Your dirty
bigot.
little secrets.
All right.
Piece
Bigot.
of garbage.
I see
Shit
Brian's.
stain. That's the perfect
Uh-huh.
No, today.
Damn, he
We're
called you a
cracking
bigot
jokes.
stain.
No, today he walked in my room. He's like, someone called me a shit stain today. I didn't like it.
Who called you?
a shit
Yeah,
stain?
called you a shit stain. Your dad. There's something saying your dad would say.
It does sound like something my dad would
You
say.
shit stain.
But no, Michael Krasnavage called me a shit stain. Today. And I was
there
like-
you go.
And I just like thought about it and I started dying laughing because that's just the raunchiest shit to call somebody.
A shit
A
stain.
shit stain.
You think that's the raunchiest thing to call
That's
somebody?
like it's up there for
It's
sure.
gotta be.
I wonder
if you
if like
say it
anybody's ever
angrily-
ranked it.
Yeah, you fucking shit stain.
Oh my god! If you say that shit angrily, bro, that comes with some power, son. That packs
Yeah.
a punch. You know what I'm saying?
It does. That's got some meaning behind it.
Oh yeah, no, you were. That's some pent up shit. You've been holding that.
I
in
would
for a
never
long
call
time.
somebody a shit stain unless they did me real dirty.
You ever try to really give it to somebody when you were angry, like during an argument, and you just made a fool of yourself with your
Yeah.
words?
You fucking
I think most people.
I'll be honest, I do that a lot. Like, sometimes, like, I have a lot of words in my brain that circulate, and I'm like, which one should I throw
Oh,
out?
so
And
you're
then I just
too
go,
smart? That's what you're saying? You're too smart to
Yeah,
argue?
Jake, I'm way smarter than
Yeah.
you, actually.
Brian's
Brian's way smarter.
on the spectrum. he's there. But
Actually,
Brian
boys,
is the
play me a
spectrum.
Wordle right now.
No.
Don't play each other
He
in
said
Mortal.
Brian is the spectrum.
They judge everybody based off of the
fucked.
scale of Brian.
Right.
Brian, that should be your field of study. Autism.
What would that scale be called? The Brian scale of
Dick eater.
dick eating?
The Brian scale of dick eating. It's just how you deliver it. I think is how you sell that one.
The Brian scale of dick eating.
Yeah, Brian's
I would like a
existence
British man to say
opens
it.
a new fucking branch of humanity.
Yeah, I don't. Brian's one of the
Brian's
least
a whole-
understander. Fuck,
Brian's a
man,
whole
I'm
new
all-
genre.
Yeah, he is.
understandable.
Yo, how you boys feeling?
Decent. I want one of them beers. I don't want to look at that shit anymore.
You know what that means, right?
Lordy.
All right, wait, Kev, wait, stop.
I already have some in my cup.
Oh, all right. I was gonna say, Kev, rock paper scissors shoot. The loser has to take the shot.
Ooh, you know what
nah.
you should do? You guys should do that shadow boxing game with combos.
What do you mean?
You ever see that?
Oh, shadow boxing is this game.
And
with
the kids call it shadow boxing
Yeah.
these days.
That's what the kids are calling it.
Yeah.
Fuck, buddy.
The combos is
Yeah,
like if they
combos
get
is
3 in a row.
yeah,
Bop, bop,
combos
bop.
is like,
Fuck
I go
that.
boom.
Come
and I
on.
All right, Jake,
silly.
you ready?
go boom, boom.
3, 2, 1. No.
I didn't know who was going.
We're old. We're
I'm
old.
pointing.
We're
Yeah,
too
we are.
old for this shit.
We're these fuckers now.
The kids
Hey,
are so
remember
good at this.
Back in my day, when we were
Back
doing
in
shit
my
like
day.
this.
They played rock, paper, scissors when I was fucking
We
around,
did
so-
dumb shit when we were younger, though. Like some real dumb
Yeah, we
shit.
smacked each
Paid.
other in the head with fucking bottles of water and shit.
We played
Yeah.
bubblegum in a ditch when
Yeah.
I was around.
What was the
Spanish?
In a
Ditch?
Ditch. It's dish, motherfucker.
You don't remember when Jake threw that little kid in the ditch and then we
Oh
left
my
him there?
God, no,
Yeah.
that was fucked up.
It was fucked up,
Is that a
right?
true story?
Maybe. Should we talk about that on the pod?
I mean,
Did you throw a kid in a ditch?
No, I'm
nah, bro,
joking.
it was field day 2013.
You gotta watch
Fifth
spreading
grade
fake
ed
news.
ditch of Flitch. Who's paying
Yo,
attention?
yo,
You know
I
what
drove
mean?
by Kissler the other day, and they were having field day. And, bro, I sat there, and I'm like, damn, bro, I want to go back.
It's
to
funny you said that because I was driving by Kistler today and they were having fun day because Cam was there too, so that's how I know.
Field day was super lit.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, like with their little carnival and shit they're having
Yeah.
outside.
Isn't
That's
it- isn't-
since I work for a school, I do the
Isn't
fun
that
day
field
next
day?
Wednesday.
Our
They have
fun
field
day was
day and
today.
fun day. So field day is for like the big kids, it's like for the fifth and
Oh.
fourth graders, and then fun days for everybody.
So as I was saying, 5th grade, 2013, Jake grabs a little fucking kid and throws him in a ditch.
Yeah, it was in the
The Myers,
fifth grade hallway, wasn't it?
Yes, yes,
Right?
exactly. What is it called?
A ditch in the hallway?
No, not the ditch. I think it was
No,
considered
it started in the hallway,
vestibule.
and then he brought him outside.
No. I don't remember it working like that. I remember it started in the classroom over an argument over somebody's grandfather.
Well,
Ah.
well, no,
And then-
I wasn't in the classroom. I only saw it from the hallway. So
Remember when Jake gave that kid a swirly?
No, you were there.
I was there.
You were
but
there. I think
was
you were
coming back
actually
from the
in the
bathroom.
exact location.
I think you actually might have been in the ditch.
Brian got thrown in the ditch.
I
for
would
calling
feel as if-
somebody's grandfather a Nazi.
That actually happened.
Listen, man. His father was a Nazi. No, I'm kidding.
My grandfather
So mad.
was not a
His
Nazi.
father was a Nazi
He
man.
explained it to me as his grandfather fought on the Nazi side. So I said,
I was
well,
a misunderstanding.
He was-
It
it
was a
was, it
simple
was.
misunderstanding.
his grandfather was a great man.
Go
At the
grab some
time,
water.
So
I
Brian,
thought otherwise. So
if
did
you if you lived
Can you grab
in the
another for
heart
me,
of
please,
Munich,
brother?
Germany in 1944, and it was
And you ran up to Papa Schultz and said, "Yo."
yeah, like
You
what?
think
Like
you,
what
you
would
think
you
you
say?
was pressing Papa Schultz at that point?
The
World War II
right,
vet?
Brian,
Right now?
the right, kicking your
Nah.
door down and shit.
Wait, what?
right now or me in 5th grade?
Right now. Thank you.
Oh,
Good D.
bad D. Darren, you remember that the only class we ever had together, Holocaust
try.
history?
Yeah, brother.
We'd be in that
Holocaust
motherfucker sleeping every day, even though that was one of the best classes I've ever had.
Yeah, it was a great
That
class.
seems to be the case, bro. Mr. O'Day's class, I
Yo,
loved
bro.
his class.
And it was
loved
crazy,
that shit,
too,
But that
'cause
motherfucker was nap time.
It was period one, so it was hit or miss with me. It was either I was there, bro, or I was not having it.
Yo,
So
Anthony Casper does the funniest Mr. Evans impression, bro. It
Really?
is hilarious.
yo, Mr. Evans is a savage.
Remember how he used to walk into
Yeah,
class?
he
had
was
those,
like
he had-
very stern.
He had those fucking loafers on, bro, and he used to walk like
yeah.
this. And then Anthony does this impression where he goes, like he'll stand in front of like that podium that he has in his classroom, and he goes, 6 million. 6 million. Just the way he does it to me is so fun. So fun.
But-
6 million. 6 million.
To reiterate though, that class was awesome.
It
That
was.
class was awesome.
Remember that field trip we went on to?
I didn't go.
Oh, bro, it was so cool.
The
I went on it.
So cool.
Yeah. That
It was a
shit
great
tough.
time.
Yeah, no, I love I love war history.
Yeah.
Like learning about war history. Like
All white guys love war history.
I
All
don't.
men love.
Oh, Jakovic.
Jacka.
We're knocking lights out the wall now. Oh lordy.
There we are.
This
we're
probably looks
back.
like the Jocko pod now.
No.
Now hold on,
Jackson,
let me
you're
check
being
the camera.
sued by the Go Getters
That
podcast.
might have threw the camera on.
Yeah, let's sue the shit out of Jackson.
Action, Jackson. Look, buddy, it looks like a.
You think it's legal in any
looks like a
state?
Snoop Dogg music video.
You think it's legal in any state to sue a dog?
Probably.
I bet you it is.
I bet you it is.
I bet Mississippi just.
Let's give it. Wait, Brian. Can you?
They're
can you
nice
use your
and
phone?
chilly now? Yeah, bud.
Is it legal to sue
I still have a
dog?
shot sitting in front of me though, bud.
Here, we're gonna connect it to the TV though. B-Roan.
Bri diggity.
Like they're right at that point, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you can't.
Thanks, buddy.
Sadly,
What do you think? Is it good enough for you?
you can't sue a dog anyway.
Oh, really?
Nah, you.
I
can
feel like
sue
mine's a
dog
lot
owner,
colder than yours, but they were
obviously.
like in the same spot.
Yeah, yours is definitely colder.
They were both in the freezer thing. I
Sue
put two
an
more in
animal.
there.
Is there any animals you could sue?
No, you can't sue an animal.
I'd like to sue my dog for dick eating. He threw up on my carpet after I gave him a sausage, and you know.
A sausage? Well,
Remember
that's part of
that
your
one
fault.
app when smartphones kind of became cool, where it explained the weirdest laws, and you could just swipe through.
Mm.
And
Oh
read
yeah.
I
the
think all of
rules.
those are fake, though. You know what I vividly remember? It was like, you can't have your refrigerator tipped over on your porch on a Sunday in
that
New
like-
York or some
that
shit like
for
that.
sure?
And there's no way that that's true. I don't know if it was exactly that, but it was something about a
Yeah.
refrigerator tipped over on
I
its
remember what
side
you're talking
on
about.
a front porch on a certain day. And it was mind-blowing. And there's no way it's true.
Yeah, I remember there was one. It was like this one state you can't walk on a certain side of the street with an ice cream cone in your pocket.
In your back pocket.
Yeah.
I remember that
Wild
one,
shit.
too. Some dumb shit.
What is it called? I'm on Quora right now, and it says, "Is it possible to sue an animal?" And this man named Donald McLeod says, "Of course. First off, put underwear on the animal, then a shirt, button it up, put pants on it, and socks. Then put shoes on its feet. Next, tie a tie around its neck and ensure it's adjustedly properly under the collar, and then help the animal put on a jacket on."
Where's
Oh,
it
you
going?
said sue, not suit. My bad.
Ah.
I want you to know that I didn't read that beforehand. That was just soon as the first thing I saw. Also, on that note, shot.
That was lame. I feel like Brian would be Wario if we were in the Mario universe.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely
All right,
accurate.
now we're dick
All
right.
right, so who's
No,
all of
that's
our Mario characters?
All right, let's
I'm
take a vote
Luigi.
on that. Is that fair to say though?
Wario?
Brian,
Brian's probably Wario.
yeah.
Let me be like actually fair for him though, so because he's either Wario, but I feel like there's like a subtle amount of dick riding there.
There's
So,
definitely
A subtle amount.
But it's not
Segment about-
unreasonable
No.
dick
It's
riding.
It's
not
not.
unreasonable.
It's
'Cause
not.
Is Wario a dick eater?
He is.
Yes.
He be
dick rides.
dicking and shit.
He dick rides.
It's not fair to say that everyone in this room doesn't dick ride. And honestly,
Okay, but-
no, I live with you. You are a supreme dick rider.
I think Brian's like a Koopa Troopa.
Darian walks into my room sometimes just to dick. Actually, both
No,
you and Anthony both
Brian's
do
a fucking Goomba.
You gotta give him more credit than that.
Oh,
though.
it. We might have to run it back.
Let's see. Who's who in Mario? Let's do all of our friends.
I
Let's do all
do
of our
kind of
friends.
genuinely think Brian might be Wario.
I genuinely think that. Well, let's
Pick a side character, no main characters though.
Oh, main characters, bruv.
Main guy.
I want to be
on.
Luigi, and you probably want to
No,
be
I
Mario.
wanna
so
be
it's not
Luigi.
I
fair,
definitely,
right?
yeah, of course. But
I want to be
let's
Luigi.
be reasonable. We have
No.
4 minds here, intellectuals, that we could reasonably work this out.
All right.
Let's bring Otis into it. Let's bring Anthony into it.
What,
so
like
it's-
we're labeling them?
Yeah.
Mario characters
Yeah.
too? This is the Go Getters podcast.
Otis is definitely Waluigi.
Really?
Nah,
Oh,
I don't think
I
so.
was-
I don't think so.
You don't think?
No.
Or
I
like
think Otis-
Toad.
Otis is like-
Toad or some
Otis
shit.
can be Toad, maybe.
No.
No.
Otis
Who's
is
Yoshi?
Too
Who's
Otis
Yoshi?
is Shy Guy.
Otis is too interesting.
I think Kev's Yoshi.
Yoshi!
can
That's
see that.
fucked. No, that's awesome though. I like
Yeah,
Yoshi.
Yoshi's lit.
Let's like go down to the T. We can bring anybody into this.
I'll be
shit.
honest. Otis is like has to be someone who's like weirdly super interesting. Like someone because like everything.
Yeah,
I know
Otis
about
would be like.
Otis is Shy Guy.
Maybe
I'm telling
Shy-
you. I said that before. I just said it before.
See?
I think
Might
I
be a good
stand
one.
by Toad for Oat.
Or
no,
or Dry
no.
Bones. I can see Otis being Dry
Yeah.
Bones.
Toad is like
yeah.
Toad is like too stupid and too giddy. I feel like that's not Otis at all.
No.
Yeah, it's not like the personality don't even match up, but it just feels right. You know
This
what
is
I mean?
so funny.
I
that
can
we're
see.
doing this.
I can see Otis being Dry Bones.
I rock with dry
That's
bones.
interesting.
You know that sound
is
he
an
makes when he
interesting-
falls apart,
Yeah.
and then he comes back together and starts walking.
Yo,
at you.
Dry Bones was
You know who
fire.
Darrian
Dry
is?
bones was fire.
Darian's that one like wizard bad guy that be
Oh,
with that be with Bowser with the
I've
little
seen that.
wand and he be shooting the
Oh,
shapes
like-
at people.
he's on the cloud and shit.
No, that's the I forget his name. The guy in the cloud, Lakitu. That's that guy's name. I'm
The
talking
guy
about the
who
guy, the
helps you out of the
blue.
river when you
Oh,
fall off
oh,
the
Yeah,
cliff.
no,
the
the
wizard,
the
yeah.
blue wizard. I'm
Here,
about to show you.
Kevin, connect to this. My phone's dead.
Well, that's kind of far, buddy.
It's not that far. Wop wop. See, I love Mario, man.
Mario was the shit. Mario Kart.
I know
back
these
in the
are
day.
new times.
But not Mario Kart on the Wii. It was
This
Mario
guy, I don't
Kart
know
on
why
the
it's not popping
fucking
up, but
GameCube.
y'all know who I'm
There it
talking
is.
about.
Yeah,
Ah,
I
that
played
guy.
Mario Kart on the Wii the other day, and I expected to be so nice, but
That's
I got
Darrian.
trashed.
So what about that is giving?
This guy right there.
What about that
that's
is
Darrian.
giving Darrian though?
I don't know. I just feel like the shades and the hood.
I
the-
never
and-
wear
and
shades.
The robe.
I never wear shades.
I don't know. The shapes and whatnot, like shooting the shapes out of the wand. I feel like that's very you.
Really?
No, that was a guess. All right, so let's give him a better one.
That's silliness.
All right, let me look at the Mario characters.
That's a good point. I'm like struggling to think of all Mario characters right now.
Let's see these characters.
Bowser. Who'd Bowser be?
I think I kind of vote Brian.
That's funny
Yeah,
because
Brian's the
before
bad
I was
guy.
thinking about who I'd, and I could kind
Ooh.
of see that.
Yeah.
Boo. Who'd
Oh,
be?
Boo's fire.
Who'd be Boo?
Boo is like that just got to be a funny motherfucker.
Boo's a
that
little
just don't
ghost,
care.
right?
Yeah, Boo's the ghost. There's also King Boo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Boo. Nah. Let me think.
There might be Bullet Bill. I can fuck with Bullet Bill.
I fuck with Bullet Bill.
Let me see Bullet Bill.
He's that one.
Bullet Bill's a bad
Ah,
motherfucker,
yeah.
son.
Bullet Bill's not really a character, is he?
Yeah, he is.
He doesn't
Am I
have
being
many
racist
lines.
against Bullet Bill?
Let's just skip past that.
Anthony's fucking Bowser Jr.
Nah,
Yeah.
you know what?
Yeah.
Nah, because he's like mischievous.
Yeah.
No, that's actually
That's
perfect.
Bullet Bill. Actually, yeah, Bullet Bill is perfect for Darren. Just a meathead with his fucking arms out and his eyes wide open.
Yeah, no, Darrian Loki might be Bullet Bill.
What about this big motherfucker though? That's the big one that they shoot at the. Oh, look at that one. That's Darren.
There you go.
His name is Bonsai.
You
Bill?
got to put that up on the screen. Flag it.
Flag it.
Flag it.
All right, hold on. We gotta I gotta actually time. Can you write it in your phone? Cause I
My
know
phone's dead as a doornail.
Here. Hold on. I have a charger in my bag.
Oh, maybe when I asked you if anybody had a fucking charger.
Oh, was I present for the conversation? 'Cause
Yes.
I don't remember that.
You were. I think you're like, nah, not me, man. Fuck.
That's connected. The fucking thing's connected to a charger.
Everything's connected. It's all connected, Kevin.
The Matrix.
all
Oh, that's our
connected.
clothing brand title,
Maybe.
right? Potentially in the future.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, I just accidentally inhaled this cigar.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
never.
That'll make you feel silly.
Go
Boing.
nicotine. Go
There you go.
nicotine.
Where you at?
Through it. I don't know whose grave decision it was to put hoodie ons prior to this pod, but that was a very quick turnaround. I'm happy we ended up not going that route.
Ooh, someone didn't get the memo.
Bro.
Ooh, Darrian is a loser. Check that
Be my
guy.
own horde, son.
Pecking order.
That's Bullet Bill of him, really.
Darian's what chimp are you?
Gus? Don't fucking
no,
call me Gus, bro.
don't. Gus is a fucking. That's a cool ape, bro. I like Gus.
Bro, I don't know Gus
Yeah.
yet, though. All I
Gus-
know is that
Gus
he's
is
awkward.
cool.
He's 14 years old.
Yeah,
and-
but no, the reason I like Gus, bro, what's really cool about this show, bro, Chimp Empire. Shout out, I forget the guy's name.
I don't know his name.
Let me give him some credit because he's a really cool dude.
You got to pull it up, bro. If you're going to go on the phone, you got to put it on the screen so we can all see.
What? What am I?
We can all be a part of this, bro.
Fuck, bro.
Just keep it plugged, bro.
Should I show you the actual?
Yeah, maybe you go on the trailer.
All right, let's watch the trailer.
Bro, you know what's wild, bro?
Wait, that might be copyrighted.
You know what's wild? Yo, isn't it crazy how their form of bonding and communication is grooming each other? And so, like, the way that they'll create relationships, right? So if me and hold on, pause it real quick. If me and Jake, right, are in the same tribe, and I'm trying to create a relationship with Jake, and he's just chilling on a fucking ranch one day, I'm just gonna go up to Jake like all quiet, like, and just start picking shit off
Yeah,
of his fur.
grooming each other.
That's tough.
And if Jake fucks with me back, he'll groom me back.
Yeah.
But what if he doesn't?
Then you're
he
not
neglects
valid.
you.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't fuck with you.
Well, like,
What's the repercussions
wait,
of
wait,
that,
wait.
though?
Will you let him
There's like
keep
a
doing you, or
hierarchy
will
to
you
the chimp
just-
society.
Oh,
There
so you
really
let him
is.
do it, but you
You
just
let
not
him
gonna
do it.
back?
Yeah.
No, bro, like what's crazy, the reason, and this is what I was trying to explain, the reason I like this documentary so much is because you know how like we all have the understanding that like chimps are very similar to humans? That's like just like a universal thought like we all have, like, oh, they're so similar to humans. I don't think you realize actually how similar chimps are to humans until you watch this documentary. Like, bro, down to like the emotion, like how they like, fuck with each other, like the pecking order, the hierarchical system that they have. Another twee body. Bro, it's insane the way these chimps act.
Yo,
like, it's crazy.
This is definitely just my lack of knowledge, but I don't understand. Like, so I think, and I could be wrong here. Obviously, most people who are religious might disagree with me, but I think evolution is probably a fact, right?
Probably a fact.
I think it's a fact. I mean, I don't care that much about it to really like delve into it and like prove it or not, or like, you know, find a reason for me to believe it. But I think it's a fact. But I don't understand where like, because we evolved from monkeys, but why are monkeys still a thing? You know what I mean? Like
I
thought that.
Who was the comedian who brought that up?
Dave Chappelle,
No, it wasn't Dave Chappelle. It was
Kevin Hart,
no.
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams. It was Cat Williams. And I think that's quite simple. Like the answer to that, it's like we didn't come from those monkeys.
Came from different monkeys.
We came from other hominoid species.
Yeah, we came from
Okay,
like.
so do you
That's
think
fair.
that? All right, but so do you think that they'll eventually evolve?
Maybe.
Well, they are. Like, that's like what's kind of weird is like in this show, like you see them doing very sophisticated tactics when like doing things. Like,
Some scientists believe that those modern chimpanzees are in their Stone Age.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Bro, you know what's crazy about these chimps though is like they do this thing and they can't explain why they do it, but these chimps
bordering?
primarily. Well, that's cool too.
Yeah.
That's also pretty cool, but. They primarily survive off fruit. They eat this thing called chrysophyllum. It's like a fruit that grows on these trees that's native to like this forest in Africa or
So
something.
it's not bananas.
Huh?
It's not bananas.
Well, I'm sure like they might eat bananas somewhere.
Pilots.
But that's stereotypical, Brian. But these monkeys eat chrysophyllum, and they do this weird thing where they will like hunt these other monkeys that are not like the same species as them. They're chimps. Chimps and monkeys are different. There's a lot of different kinds of monkeys and chimps and apes and all those different kinds of things. But they will just hunt monkeys, and they do it very sophisticated, like how they do it and their orders are like the chimps and like how they go about like capturing the monkeys. And then like once they capture them, they eat them. They just eat them motherfuckers on the scene. So like that's pretty fucked in its own regard, right? Because the first thing you're thinking is like, wow, like they're so similar. Like they're both primates. Like, and it's like a weird connection we have to it because we look at apes like they're humans. Like they're not humans, but like they're very similar. So it's like a little more offsetting to think about them doing that. But that's like where the higher hierarchy system comes into play too, because they will share the monkey food with their friends, but they will also cast people out. And it like creates like
What happens if they cast them out? Do they eat them, or do they just throw them to the wolves?
they like. What do you mean?
No,
like
no.
They cast out other chimps. So say like me, Darian, and you capture a chimp. They or a monkey. Yeah, they do it in like big groups. So say like all the males in our group are hunting. We catch this monkey. Say Jake is a male chimp in our society, but say like I'm the alpha chimp. And Jake's like testing me because he wants to become alpha chimp. I'm not going to fuck with him. Yeah. But you guys are my friends, so I'm going to share it with you. But Jake comes up and gets some. I'm like, no, get the fuck away. Like, I'm eating this monkey.
okay,
We're eating this monkey. So then Jake's going to get tight. And he's either going to react or he's going to be a bitch. And that shows weakness. So, like, there's a big thing between these chimps of, like, showing weakness and, like, the powerful chimp and the alpha male. Like, there's a big system to it. And it's pretty crazy how it all works.
So-
What's the one contender monkey's name?
What do you mean?
He's 21 years old and he's after Jackson's spot. And he's like plotting diabolically and creating relationships with like his cabinet members.
Is it Garrison, I think his name is?
No, it's like some weird name. It's like Edmund or some shit like that.
Wait, so I actually want to ask that. So, like, would Jake, therefore, like, because, like, I feel like if I was in that situation, I would try to, like, make friends and, like, you
They
know.
do that.
That's
So
what they
do
try to do.
like, revolt?
Yes.
Yes, that's what they
and
try
they,
to do.
and they succeed.
Bro,
They
yeah.
succeed too. They overthrow the fucking the
alpha chimp.
Yes.
See, I mean, but granted, like, that is really cool and that is interesting, but, like, that's not, like, super far-fetched. Like, lions do that, too. Like, lions
But it's not as complex and intricate as, like, the way that these
especially like when you see like the actual raw emotion that these chimps give up, because like on one end of the spectrum they're very nice, they're very friendly, they're very like playful, and in the documentary you see a lot of chimps like playing with their kids and like how the whole kid system works with chimps and whatnot, and the whole male and female system works. Like you see it all. It's just like humans. And then what did you just say? Oh, like it's very similar to like see it like with all animals, I guess is what you were saying.
Not all animals, but I know, like, for a fact, like, lions roll in packs, and, like,
Yeah.
lions will fight for, like, to be the leader of the pack.
Another part of it is like what he brought up that was really cool is like how they groom each other and the actual system that goes into like figuring out your place in society and like their chimp society. It's like it's so
they rank
crazy.
in the documentary. They rank like
is
the
it all
highest
about
to the lowest.
strength or is it about intelligence?
No,
or
it's
like,
about intelligence, and so
a lot of things.
Some of the leaders. So like, there's like average durations for a leader's time in power.
Okay.
Right? And some leaders are way better than other ones. Like some leaders will be able to hold or maintain their power for many, many years, while some get overthrown quicker.
Yeah.
And the good leaders have this ability to coerce and keep their cabinet guys happy. So they keep everybody else happy so they don't try to overthrow
And that happens with like this hunting and stuff,
Yeah.
the food order. Like
Yeah.
we're gonna go capture this monkey and I'm gonna break bread with you. You're my friend.
Yeah.
But another crazy thing
I'll
that they
take
do
care of you.
is like chimps are extremely, and they really stress this in this documentary, they're extremely territorial. So our group of chimps, like say we're a group of chimps, but typically it's a big ass group. Like the central group of chimps that's in the show, there's the central group, the northern group, and the western group. The central group is the biggest group. They have like 160. Yeah, it was like 100, I believe.
120, you're right.
Is it 127, I think, chimps in their group? And there's like smaller groups, like the western and the northern ones, but they have borders. So like what they'll do is they'll get like basically like in simple terms an army together and they will test the border. So like they will try to extend their border forward. They will push forward into other people's territories. And I just got to the episode because there's only 4 episodes, but in episode 3, they like come to like a face-off where like the northern group is trying to press the central group. When the central group's like the top dogs, they're like the big group. And they're like pressing their border and they get very successful. Like they get very far in and they get to like this crazy standoff. They retreat them back and then they end up getting fucked up and they have to retreat. So then like the central group, like they're the big dogs again. It's like you're not going to fuck with the central group. Bro, like it's so cool how these motherfuckers do it. It's so crazy.
Yeah,
I want
That's pretty tough.
I want to see if
Let's watch this trailer here. It's wild, bro.
Our closest living relatives. We can often recognize the best and worst of ourselves in them.
let me turn it down a little bit.
Chimp society is a hierarchy. Each chimp always looking for opportunities to move up.
It feels like chimp society is kind of like working at like a office job.
Or like a fucking like a Wendy's or some shit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like to say at Wendy's. I feel like most people work at Wendy's are just there to get a paycheck and they don't care about moving
How
up
about-
at all.
How about
James Reed,
Nah, bro,
that's the director. Shout out James Reed. He's a
Working
savage.
at like a place, like a stockbroker, like
Fast food work is fucking gnarly, brother.
No, there's a hierarchy in them places for sure, bro.
No, definitely, but I don't think most people don't care about moving up. Like they said, everyone, like every single
that's
chimp
true.
is looking to move up.
That's
so I
true.
think it's like somewhere like like an office job or like a stockbroker place. Like everyone there is trying to look to be the next big guy.
It's crazy how interesting they make each chimp too, because like they give them all their own name and like their own story and like
They all have
where
their
they
own
came from.
personality
Yeah,
and
they
shit.
all have their own personalities.
I just met the one chimp who has his hand cut off.
Yeah, he's a badass. He was the old alpha of the northern group.
Whoa,
Oh, that was short. That fucking wasn't good. That sucked.
I'd be pretty good chimp.
Nah, bro, but like the reason I think like when we first started talking about this, we brought up the Gus chimp. Gus is like an oddball because Gus like doesn't give a fuck about like that hierarchy system. He's just like an outcast that just does his own thing. And like he'll
But
like
he wants
hang
to make
out.
friends
Yeah,
with
he
people,
wants to. Like it's weird because he's like the antisocial guy. Like he's like really like the real guy like in the real world that like can't make friends with nobody. He's like kind of an outcast. But like he's a cool guy. He like tries, but he's just not good at making friends with people. And he just kind of like just chills by himself. Then there was the one chimp, I forget his name, that like was the same way, but he was from one of the other groups, like the northern group, and he didn't mess with nobody. And then he ended up getting sick because he couldn't get nobody to groom with him. And he ended up getting like a really bad disease where like he was getting attacked like a parasite. And then the one guy, Miles, you know Miles,
Yeah.
he's like there's Jackson and then there Miles
Yep.
is Jackson's
Miles is
best
number
friend.
2, yeah.
Miles is like the badass. And Miles was like,
Miles
you know
is
what?
the biggest chimp
Yeah.
ever recorded in that forest.
He was like,
as
you
well.
know what? I'm gonna help this guy, and he actually did like what we were talking about before, like where he actually looked out for like kind of like the loser of the tribe, which is not typical. which is another reason why this whole scenario
they show
is so
empathy,
cool.
like they're
So,
empathetic.
so
and shit.
Miles versus Jackson, who's winning? You know what I mean?
I don't
Miles
know.
is
Well,
much
yeah,
bigger.
no. Miles Miles is the previous alpha. He's just too old, pretty
Oh, I
much.
see.
But he's
Oh.
still really good friends with Jackson because
Yeah.
Jackson was like Miles was like Jackson's what do you call it?
Vice
Like
president,
like his
kinda.
role model kind of like
see.
on his way up.
Yeah.
Miles looked out for Jackson and now
Yeah.
Jackson's the alpha, so he looks out for
Yeah.
Miles.
On that, let's toast to Miles.
Shout out Miles.
Bro, it's insane. Seriously, I mean the episodes are really only like 40 minutes and there's only 4 of them.
Everybody
Check it
got a shot
out.
ready?
I recommend it. It's awesome. At least that stuff goes down easy.
Crown Peach is tasty, brother.
Not bad.
It's tasty shit.
But yeah, fuck. No, that's so cool, bro.
You know what's interesting though?
Shout
Like
out Miles.
you look at that show and you got to think like, what are the people figuring out about the way that humans operate in society? You know, like what can you isolate about human behavior that is comparative to what those fucking things have going on?
I
everyone
think
wants
there's
to
a
be on
lot.
top.
Not everybody though.
That's
Yeah,
not true.
some
I
of them
think
don't.
Some
subconsciously-
people don't want to be on top.
I think that's not true. I think subconsciously, if you give someone who doesn't want to be on top the opportunity, they jump at it.
That could
But
be
if they're
fair.
not
I don't
seeking
think that's
opportunity,
true.
then they don't truly want to be on top,
I don't know.
right? Like I can think
No.
of some people right now who like, I don't think they want to be on top.
I think that's wrong. I think like some people just have low drive, but if you handed them the opportunity, they'd jump at it.
Well, I think top is subjective.
Yeah, like, are we talking top, like, what's top? Like, rich and famous, or just rich,
Well,
or just famous?
I
or
guess,
Just
like,
like-
acknowledged at all.
Yeah.
You know?
I get. I mean, it really depends. I mean, you know, in the monkey tribe, it's just being the top dog. But like
Yeah.
in human, I guess it would depends on who you're talking to.
Yeah.
But in general, I think like, you know, at least with our age, right?
Yeah.
It would be money because most
Okay,
of us
so
don't
let's
have bread.
let's take us four as an example. We want to be the top dog. So say the top dog in this group of people tell like whatever they say goes, right? If I was given that opportunity, I don't know that I'd take it. Like if
That's
I
interesting.
Yeah.
Well, but see, that's a bit different because like that's like that'd be like a monkey-esque kind of thing. Like,
Right, like,
when
that's
I
what
say
we're
goes, but,
talking
like,
about.
Well, no, because I was trying to
Well,
compare it to
I-
what humans would
Yeah,
want.
there's different variables in human
Yeah, like
society.
for
that
me,
people
it would be
browse
like either be like either rich and or famous or
against.
whatever.
the
like,
richest, the most known.
There is a
like,
lot of
I don't
variables with
care about,
humans.
like I wouldn't want to control you guys. I want like that.
Well,
would
there's
be
a lot
weird.
of like cool aspects that come with humans that you might want to be better than other people at. For chimps, I think it's literally just dominance. It's like who's the strongest, who's the leader, and who fucks the most chimps. Like that's like really all they care about. In a way, it's very simplified for them. Like for us, we have a lot of different things. Like you might be the strongest motherfucker in the room, but I'm the most intelligent person in the room, so I don't care if you're strong.
Right.
Or you might pull the most women in the room, but I get the most money in the room, so I don't really care what you're doing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of different variables for humans that monkeys don't have to experience. For them, it's just power and who gets the most women. That's all they care
We're
about.
capable of complex reasoning, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? So, like, even if that instinct does exist, where it's like, oh, well, he gets more money than me, well, I'm fulfilled. You know, and you can kind of shift your perspective in a different way.
But
Yeah.
I,
Maybe.
I do think the root of it is there though. Like I think
Instinctually, you think so?
yeah, like I think no matter what, if you give any, I'm not gonna say any because there's outcasts even in like you said like the one guy he doesn't care, he's an outcast. The vast majority of people, if you give them an opportunity, that's just grab it and take it. Of like anything like power or money or women. They'll
See,
jump.
no, I agree
They'll
with you in
fly
a
at it.
sense, but I think you changed the word. Like, rather than saying everybody wants to be on top, I think everybody just wants the finer side of life. Like, everybody just wants, like,
But that kind of is being
whatever
a top,
comes with, like, the better side of life. Whether that be power, money, women, fame, whatever, happiness, just peace, whether you want to be the outcast, but you still are really happy. Like,
Well, I mean,
everybody just wants the happy thing.
well, you're right, but that's also like for humans, that's what being on top is: happiness, money, women, power.
Which
Like,
that's why I kind of agree with you. But I think it's like when you use the term
I don't
like
think
being
so.
on top. What?
I don't think that's true.
What?
What Brian was saying, I don't think that's true.
what like
Like,
the-
happiness for sure. I think most, like,
well,
probably the
I'll be
majority
honest,
of the population want
I'll be honest,
happiness.
I think everyone wants happiness, but like I think the majority of the population, which is kind of fucked up, but like I think a vast majority, or maybe not a vast, but a little, I'd say about 60% of the population probably wants power, money, women and or men. Yeah, power.
That's
money,
an
women,
interesting
or
part
men.
about that
I think
documentary, too.
There's a good portion of people that if they got the opportunity to take any of that, they'd jump at it. That's all. I think that's all a good portion of people want.
Maybe.
I don't think it's the whole population. I think there's probably a good like 35 to 40% of people, 35% of people that probably like just want to be content or don't care or just want to be happy or couldn't be bothered. But I think the majority of, actually, I'll just say America, because America is very big on like, you know, make good on yourself, like bring your family up kind of shit. I think a good portion of America wants that.
Well, this is really only one of the real places in the world where you have an opportunity to be like extremely successful.
You're right, but America is also very big, like it's very capitalistic, so it's like all big.
That's why though. That's why it's like the capital of the world for like success. It's because like this is one of the only places where you have the real opportunity to like come from nothing and like gain everything.
You're right, but this place is also big on like you can only do that if like you kind of get lucky. And I'm not gonna say lucky, but like
there's definitely luck involved.
There's a lot of countries
There's
that you could go
absolutely
to.
luck involved.
There's a lot of countries that you could go to, and you can just kind of like live your life out nicely.
Yeah.
And you know, because the government will like give health care and like free schooling and shit like that. America is big on like you gotta fucking work your ass off for it, and you gotta work and work and work, and then maybe, just maybe, you'll be that guy who makes his own company and becomes rich.
That's where, well, I mean, you just justified exactly what it takes to be successful. It's like there's so much work involved, but then there is also, like on the other end of the spectrum, a lot of luck involved. Like there's both sides. You have to, like they have to meet each other in the middle. That's like, what do they, like what's that phrase? Opportunity is when luck meets opportunity, right? Or is like, how does it go? Opportunity is when luck
meets hard work.
Oh, yeah, like that's like what it is. It's like, you gain your opportunity to be successful when your hard work output equally hits the amount of luck that it takes for you to go forward
Seize
with
the
whatever it is you're doing.
See, I agree, but I also feel like you can be successful in certain countries with just like putting like I feel like America, it's a good mixture of either harder or easier to like get to that point that you want to be at. Because like you have to deal with so much more. Like let's say I think Canada has free healthcare. I think I could be wrong on that, but I think they do. Let's say in America, you're working towards a business, you're putting all your work into it, and you work so hard that you end up getting sick, and then you end up having to go to the hospital. Blah blah blah. You spend let's say you spend $10,000 on healthcare because our healthcare is literally insane.
That's light too. That's nothing.
Now you go to Canada, you can do the exact same work while also not having to worry about any of that, like healthcare or you could. There's certain spots in Canada that you get free college. It's kind of like I feel like in America there's obstacles that you go around, but there's also a lot more people and opportunity here that you have to deal with.
I mean, I think that argument can be made for any particular place in the entire world because I think every single individual person is dealt with a specific deck of cards. And, like, there is so much luck involved in that part. Like, right from the get-go, it has nothing to do with hard work. It's literally how lucky are you. Like, you could be born by a super rich family from fucking Richmond, Virginia, and grow up on a farm and, like, have all the money in the world. You never have to worry about bills, nothing. Or you can be raised by a single mother who did crack in fucking the east side of Brooklyn. And then, like, you're fucking screwed, like, from a very early age. Like you can get it from both ends of the spectrum. Like it's at the beginning of your life, it's all luck. But from there, it's really what you make of that hand that you were dealt. And there's a lot of luck throughout life as well. Like you could fucking not get struck by lightning tomorrow. Or you could get struck by lightning tomorrow and you're fucked.
You don't know me, Kev. I'll get struck by lightning if I want to.
Stay hard.
Stay hard.
Oh, by the way,
I get struck by lightning every day.
I
got struck by lightning last Tuesday. 13 miles in. Stay hard.
By the way, anyone who's watching, I just want to say, because I could feel my drunkenness creeping upon me. If anything stupid gets said, we're drunk.
You start talking about capitalistic America and you're fucking 3 shots
A
deep.
couple fucking bullets of sweat started running down. Right?
You start down the forehead, you
Jeez.
start wondering, like, fuck, are they going to take this one down?
Yeah, fuck.
When does that time come around when you can't
I
even
don't know.
speak freely on the GG pod anymore?
gotta-
Facts. Fuck America.
It's on my bucket list to get canceled at least once.
At least once.
It's on your bucket list.
Yeah.
Bro, I've heard so many people say, though, that, like, getting canceled is, like, one of the most
Yeah.
revolutionizing things to happen to their career because it's, like, almost you need to go. All right, listen. Listen.
Yeah, Kevin
listen.
said,
I'm no English major.
the other
here.
day, he said a funny word. I was laughing.
What
he
was
said, unorthodoxical.
Unorthodoxical. But it fucking sounded like it worked.
It's unorthodox. It's just unorthodox.
Whatever.
Unorthodoxical.
Kev,
No, I've
rate
noticed that
yourself right
a lot about you, Kev, is if you don't know the word to make up, like if you don't know the word to say, you'll just make your own
You'll
shit.
put the extendo clip on
Now,
it.
now listen, there's a
will.
reason behind that. Like, I'm probably also the person that you know in your whole life that would just say the randomest dumb shit. So
Unorthodoxical.
there you go. It ties right
How
in.
would you explain Kevin Kaskey? Well,
He's-
unorthodoxical.
He's
Yeah.
pretty unorthodoxical.
Yeah.
That makes me feel good. I'm happy that I'm unorthodox because that means you're not normal.
That's not what we said.
We said
I'm
you're
unorthodoxical.
unorthodoxical.
Origami.
You threw the icicle on.
Origami,
a
salami,
geographer.
get up on me. You know what I
I'm a
mean?
geographist. Fuck, buddy.
All right, Kev,
Geographers.
Kev, rate yourself right now.
All
Drunkenness.
right. Well, it's not bad. I would say probably like a 3. 3 or 4.
5.
Word to that. A shot. Let's pour it up.
Yikes.
Oh no. NSFW guys, I mean, this is what you asked for. I remember we posted the first one of these, and I hope you guys enjoy these NSFW podcasts.
I was
I
really
really
looking
do.
forward to driving my new car home.
Maybe
Yeah,
we call
well-
it chimp psychology.
Chimp psychology.
Jake, you want to sleep
Chimp
over?
Empire.
Yeah.
Just copy the swag.
3 tomorrow.
Yeah,
I know,
Darian,
that
Darian
doesn't
and I have
sound
a pod
crazy,
at
but
11
I
tomorrow.
I got my
No,
routine,
that we're
brother.
not fully
And I'm gonna have
prepared
to go
for at
get my
all.
car and
No. But you know,
So you
buddy.
gonna walk home?
What do
I'll
you
take
think?
you home,
We'll see
Jake.
how it goes.
I'll take you home.
Jake,
Thank
or
you.
Darian over here is a sober kid.
All right.
And you guys said you might potentially want to do something after this, so we
Yeah,
can
but
figure
like,
something
where
out.
do you eat after this, though?
I mean,
The
you really
casino
don't. I
doggy.
mean, we can figure it out.
nah.
We could also go to like literally any bar.
Just D's Diner.
I mean, I'm down.
Oh, we
yeah, we
could-
could do
We could go to
that.
the Woodlands too.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, we could.
Then
They
again-
have-
Kitchen stays open till.
Oh.
They have a
1.
badass
Actually, no,
fish
that's
and
facts.
chips.
We could probably get a discount, right?
I know I could. I mean, if we want to drink
Bah,
there,
right?
if we want to have drinks there, our drinks are free, basically.
What?
Yeah, Maddie's bartender.
Should you be saying
okay.
that live on live on air? I mean, fuck them, right?
I give out free drinks at work.
The Woodlands looked out for us a bunch, so I mean, they gave us a free room twice.
Actually, nah,
to film
hold up,
pods.
wait.
I mean,
Yeah, shout
they're
out to
they're
the
pretty
Woodlands.
cool people. Shout out to
My
Woodlands.
opinions do not represent the Go Getters podcast. Fuck the Woodlands.
That's not fair.
My
You didn't give
opinions
them-
do not represent the Go Getters podcast.
yeah.
I love the
Brian has a shtick with the staff of the Woodlands, and we're not going to dive too deep
You
into
know,
Why is
the
that?
Woodlands
Why?
hates
You
Brian.
want to know why?
Nah.
Because he fell to the fucking dominance hierarchy in the
He
Woodlands.
did the
That's what
fucking
happened.
hierarchy,
Yeah.
right? The
He
hierarchy.
couldn't climb up the ladder, so he's like, "Fuck this
Nah.
place."
They started
So
coming
what-
at him
and
in the
then
group chat.
yeah.
Like, imagine these chimps had
Yeah. I
fucking
will say,
iPhone
oh,
14.
God.
I
it'd be
love
over.
Brian
And
to
iMessage.
death. The Woodlands hated Brian.
Yo, actually, I
the
won't say any
Woodlands
names.
fucking hated
Fuck
Brian.
everybody in the group chats.
Wait,
All right.
why
No,
did they?
you
Why did
just
they hate
say-
him?
Say
Were
what
they?
you want to say.
were they
bro.
reasonable?
Alright, you know
Say
what?
fuck Miranda.
Fuck oh, the subtweets.
That's fucked up.
I love
no, it's not
Miranda.
fucked up. She subtweeted.
All right,
love
so
Miranda.
since
Why- why
Brian,
we-
since
why
Brian
sending
doesn't,
messages like this. These are-
I know,
this is
since
hatred.
Brian
Listen,
doesn't
you know,
speak for the
fuck the
go-getters, he
subtweeters.
said that already.
We're
You
about
could have
love
just
here.
messaged me. That's all I'm saying.
I saw about love.
Send me a
here.
little. You have
And
my number.
Miranda
It was all
especially, I
about
love you.
here.
Let's not condone this.
No, I
not
mean, look,
condone
Do we-
this.
Brian
Should we not
prefaced
start it off
his
that
initial
I don't
statement.
Should we cut
represent
this?
He doesn't represent the Go-Getters podcast.
Should we cut this because it's a little too negative?
No, it's not. Well, listen.
It doesn't
Either
matter. Like I
way,
said.
Miranda, Brian might not like you,
I
but
don't-
you know
hey,
it's all love.
I
You can
flagged it.
always forgive people.
I
Here,
flagged
hold on,
it just
here,
in case
actually,
we want to cut.
Wait, here. Hold up. I don't hate anyone.
I already
What is
did.
going-
Yeah, you did.
I
But no,
just-
either way, like I said, I mean, they can have their own beef, but Miranda knows I like her. She knows you like her.
you know-
Darian doesn't even know Miranda.
and,
So.
you know, I don't dislike Miranda. I just wish you would have texted me and not subtweeted me. That's all I wish.
That's fair. Okay,
You know
no.
what?
We don't need to.
I actually,
And I know Miranda's a reasonable person, so I'm sure even
Yeah.
if she does see this, she'd probably be willing to talk to you.
you
about
know
it.
what? I
So,
actually,
there you go.
whatchamacallit, I'm too happy to like harbor ill will to people. Namaste. Now let's take a shot. Come on.
I don't know if that should be a clip or
Cheers.
not.
Why does no, we should probably get rid of that.
Nah, come on.
We
Alright,
no,
listen, guys.
we probably should.
Okay. Well,
All right,
let's-
and
let's
we're back.
Flagged it just in
why
case.
does the Woodlands hate Brian?
We can't get back into this if we're
Well,
gonna.
let's
fucking-
not
No,
talk
no,
about
No,
it.
we won't name names.
Are we-
but
are we
why
taking
does
this
the
or
Woodlands
what?
hate Brian?
I hear. Hold up. What is going on? They hate me because I'll be honest.
I really don't think
When
it's
I went
bad
to the
enough.
Do
to
they
do
hate
so,
us
by the
because
way.
they anus?
No, I went to Woodlands and I just did the easiest job in the world.
Okay.
I didn't do much. Granted, like I didn't do anything like
Ooh, I have a good segue.
He didn't do
now
what
for
he
this.
was supposed to.
I did,
Okay,
but
okay.
I will say, no one, like none of my managers,
Yeah.
no one ever came to me and said, "Hey, could you start doing this?"
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
I was at
Wait,
work, my
wait.
managers would come up
That
to me.
I will say is the biggest issue in the Woodlands is everything is behind this. Like nobody will come up
Self-explanatory.
to you and say like you should be doing this. You're
Right.
fucking up. Everybody will be like, you'll hear it through the grapevine.
Yeah,
Okay.
so-
Never
so-
hear it.
Well,
direct.
I will say
I have a really good segue.
I
to take
kind of
this, too.
side with Brian in that regard. Like,
Yeah, I hate-
fucking
that is
speak,
the
speak your
biggest-
mind. If you have a problem with something, speak your mind.
Yeah,
And if you don't, then
exactly.
don't sub
And I
to
have
people.
told
about it.
all of my managers that to their face. I've been like, look, you got a problem? Like I'm fucking up. Please tell me I'm fucking up.
And
I
that
will
and
stop
that's just
fucking up.
and that's just based off honor. Like
So-
if somebody's causing a problem, like, and I'm not always the one to have the difficult conversations. I know I can probably get better in that aspect, but if it's really something that's bothering you, you gotta talk about it. You can't just fucking leave it.
Right.
In the,
Exactly. So I'd go to work and I'd do my job, and then apparently I'd miss meetings, which is fine. I understand that. I'm big on like if you tell me, I'll do it.
Jake's the
One
Woodlands
day,
captain.
I
He knows the
won't say their
truth.
Yeah, he's the fucking top of the hierarchy.
Yeah. No, Jake-
Jake's like fucking Miles
Yeah.
or
But
fucking
so-
Jackson.
Like Jackson, son.
So
Alpha
I got-
fucking chimp,
No,
son.
I'm in a group chat with a whole bunch of people. Well, I was, and I just one day got a whole bunch of people, actually, one or two people, just saying, "Hey, by the way, if you work on these specific days, which I was the only one who worked on those specific days,
Yeah.
if you could just do your damn job and do this, 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 and this." And I'm like, bro, like no one ever told me to do that.
Yeah.
I had a singular day of training, and that was
Well,
it.
all right.
Okay,
so
okay.
so to be fair, on their side, is that not them telling you?
Wait,
no, it was.
I have a question though.
That
Can we-
like they went on a 20-minute. They put a message.
Was it like a they were like
All right,
on a
let me just-
assassination?
Let me throw
They
a
sent
spear in
it-
this bitch real quick.
All right, let's
Ready?
hear it.
I want to start an ethical debate.
All right.
All right. So, when you get a new job or when you acquire a new responsibility, right? Should you abide by the idea that you should take initiative and give it all of your effort, or should you do the least amount of work required in order to get the max amount of input or output?
I believe it's somewhere in between, and you should do exactly what you're told when you're told to do it. But I am of the opinion that I would like to do a little bit extra because especially like at the Woodlands, for example, because I care about the people that I work with. I work with some cool people. They've done a lot for me. I will do a lot for them.
Right.
But as a general rule, I think you shouldn't do the least possible amount, but there's also not much benefit in doing as most as you absolutely can and
Right.
putting absolutely all of your effort into it.
Okay.
See,
So
I-
you guys know the conversation that I'm talking about, right? Like we've had this before.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So go ahead, Brian.
um,
Give your piece.
Let's go. I think no. Actually, what he said is exactly true, but if you respect the job, like
If you don't respect the job, stop doing the job.
no,
Agreed.
I
Agreed.
disagree.
I heard I heard somewhere that you should never work for somebody that you don't respect. And I find that that's fucking true because I
Yes.
just so happened to land in a job and I work for people that I really respect and I'm much more willing to do the work that's required of me
No, I agree.
because I respect those people.
I agree.
Yeah.
But when I worked for people in a job that I didn't even think was that bad, but I completely did not respect the
And it was,
person
like,
who
mental warfare.
who was the authority figure, bro. Fuck you.
That's
and
when you
fuck
yeah.
this
That's
place.
when you take the stance where
Yeah.
that was literally my belief. Like
That's
when
where I
I
was
when I
like
ever worked
fucking-
at a restaurant or like anything like any job like that, when I was dealing with those kinds of people, it was literally fuck you, fuck this establishment. I do not care about none of y'all.
Yeah.
I'm here for a check. Get away from me.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing though. Like, you shouldn't put yourself in that
I
situation
agree.
where
Now
you
it is. But I'm wiser now. When I was
Right.
younger, you kind of just had to do
you
what
had to
you
get a
had
job.
to do.
That was the thing to do.
I worked at McDonald's for 2 years, bro. I
Yeah.
hated everybody in that bitch
And
for 2 years.
I vividly remember Jake quitting. Like I remember
caused
that
a
day.
scene when I
I'm
quit
sitting
that
at the
job.
back window, and bro, she was dick riding too. And that's what I mean. It's like you can't stand for this. Like
No.
as a society, you shouldn't like for real. Any of y'all, you shouldn't stand
So
for
It
it.
caused a scene when I
Yeah.
quit that job.
Jake
What's the
said-
story? What's the story?
Yo, go ahead. I'm just gonna let him do the talking because
Nah,
that shit was funny.
Okay, so I'll say it as
That
quick as I
shit
can.
was funny.
I'm working in this job at McDonald's, and I'm told to do something. I have 3 hours left of my shift to do that thing.
Exit the meta.
Bro, JJ just texted me on some chess shit.
Foop
And then he's
JJ.
playing chess. No,
wasn't
I was
playing
told to do something, and I had 3 hours before my shift was over where it didn't affect anybody. So basically what I was told to do was set up for breakfast, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was 3 p.m. I still had 3 hours before I was done
Mhm.
to set up for breakfast.
Mhm.
They suspended me for a week for not setting up for breakfast when I still had 3 hours to do it. The next thing, they suspended me.
Were you fucking off though, or were you
No,
doing?
I was doing my shit.
Okay.
I wasn't actively setting up for breakfast when I absolutely could have been, but I had 3 hours to do it. They suspended me for another week because I had called off the night prior I was out. I forget what I was doing, but I was out doing something at like 11 at night when my shift was over at 11. The manager of the Woodlands saw me at the St. Al's Bazaar. Now
McDonald's?
Yes.
Or the Woodlands?
McDonald's.
You said the Woodlands.
Jake
okay.
wasn't getting
McDonald's.
suspended from the
Okay.
Woodlands.
Okay.
That wasn't
Okay.
happening.
I love
You gotta
the
remember, he's
Got it.
Jackson.
Got
I
it.
love the Woodlands. No, but
You gotta remember.
so the manager of McDonald's saw me at a bazaar at 11 at night when
Mhm.
that's when my shift was over
Mhm.
because and suspended me for a week because I had called off for that night,
Mhm.
even though I had something to do that night. That thing just so happened to be said and done.
Yeah.
So they suspended me for 2 weeks for 2 bullshit reasons. And I caused a scene. I'm screaming and yelling at the fucking manager. I'm cursing out the one manager. I'm yelling at the other manager. And then when my shift was over, she was like, I'll see you in 2 weeks after your 2 week suspension. I was like, no, the fuck you will not. And they put me on the schedule after them 2 weeks. And I told them I wasn't going to be there.
Yeah.
And the manager called me and he was like, are you coming in? And I said, no, fuck you. I'm not coming in. And then I hung up the phone and they knew I'm not coming in. I
Yeah.
told them I wasn't coming in. I don't know why they expected me to come in.
Yeah.
As
Did it
you
feel
should
good?
think.
Did it feel
It
good?
felt incredible
Bro,
because
I'll
I hated
never
everybody that
forget-
ran
It
that
takes good to
establishment.
take a stance.
I'll never forget my last day there either, because I snapped on. I'm not even gonna drop her name, but you probably know what I'm
I
talking
snapped
about. That one,
on-
like, crazy bitch. Nah,
I snapped on the one that now works at the other place
Yeah.
right
I-
next
I-
door.
I
and I
think-
snapped on the one
nah,
that still
yeah,
works
I remember
there.
that. I don't even know if you remember it. Her name started with a B. You remember who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Beatrice,
With,
Yeah.
with the fucking
Yes.
yeah.
All right.
No,
So
you know
Good
what I'm
3-point
talking
shot.
about.
Good 3-point
No,
shot.
yeah.
nah, bro. I remember. I was, bro. Mind you,
I know he knows
They
what I'm talking
caught
about.
me on a bad night, son. I was on a tirade, bro. It was one of them shifts, bro, where you were working. It was like 4 to 11, right? It was like one of them ones back in the day, right?
Yeah. Right
See,
after
bro, I
school?
look
And
at
bro,
that now, and that's a
yes,
light
and
shift
I'm
now.
cranking the coffees, right? Like
Yeah.
it was already one of them nights where I was tired, bro. I wasn't hearing none of that, right? Bro, I wasn't hearing none of that. And mind you,
Kevin's defiant. son.
Nah,
Kevin is defiant.
especially in these modes though. Like, and there's a certain mode at work where it's probably best for the establishment not to fuck with me. And I swear to God,
If it
but
hurts
she
the bee, it
she
hurts the
decided
hive, huh?
to test me that night, bro. And how she tested me was like I wasn't doing shit, right? I was just chilling. It was one of them. It was
Were
like
you in the wrong?
Huh? No. And listen, because it was like 10 o'clock at night, right? Now I was about to leave at 11, right? It was
Yeah.
like 10 o'clock at night, a little bit after that, probably, like close to the end of my shift. And I was sitting in the drive-thru and no cars was coming. So I'm chilling. And she was like,
were you on your phone?
huh? Maybe, I don't know. Probably, I would say. But again, nothing going on. And again, I work at McDonald's, so it's not that fucking deep to begin with. I don't work at a nuclear power plant. Like, you know what I'm saying? To begin with. So she walked up and she's like, something along the lines of like, what are you doing? And it was like one of them conversations, like the look busy conversation, like fuck you. Like I'll never look
Yeah,
busy.
no,
Like,
fuck
that,
look
that
busy.
look
Yeah. Fuck
busy,
that.
we've all heard look busy. Fuck you. That's the type time she was on. And she was like, I'm like, there's nothing to be done right now. Something along these lines. I'm like, there's nothing to be doing right now. I'm chilling. And she was like, behind that garbage can could be clean. You remember the garbage can right in front of the cash register? That nasty ass garbage can. Like, that could be clean. And I'm like, it's a garbage can. Like, what do you mean it could be clean? She goes over there and literally, to make a statement, pulls that shit out and was like, you can mop that. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not doing it just because you want to
not
prove a
mopping
point.
that 1
just 'cause
square
you,
foot
just
to
because you
prove
want to
your
prove a
point.
point. Like, I'm not doing that. No. And then, so I didn't do it. Like, half hour left of my shift. I went home. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that shit no more. Like, I'm not. And because, bro, I just remember, and I haven't experienced this in a long time. Like, the corporate, we talk about the corporate nightmares. It ain't nothing compared to what it used to be. That was like one of them shifts where, bro, it was make or break. I'm like, bro, I got to do something in my life. Like, I'm not doing this McDonald's shit. No chance.
Yep.
And then I just never went
Those
back.
are those pivotal moments.
Yeah.
Right?
And I will say, to finish my story, I never stocked for breakfast. Because fuck that.
Fuck
they
'em,
already
right?
suspended me. Fuck you. I'm not doing it now. Yeah.
Bro, I did this shit, bro, and this was another crazy story. This is kind of off. Well, it's part of the same topic, but it's a different story. I had this thing that I did when I worked at Perkins, right? I had this thing that I used to do because that was the worst job I ever worked in my life. I hated it.
Worse than McDonald's?
Yes, way worse.
Wow.
Way worse.
Rough.
I had this thing I used to do because I did this thing where I had to like make pie boxes. So I had to like unfold, like they would come like flat. You had to unfold them, fold them or whatever. So I had this rack on my shelf and it like the shelf fit like a perfect amount of boxes. I don't remember how much it was, but I used to always go like the day that I pull the perfect stack out that fits however much I need to like fill the rack, I'm quitting that day. And bro, the wild part of this story was my last day working there. it happened, but randomly. And it wasn't even like I was quitting. I had already put my 2 weeks in. Like, it was my last day. I wasn't even going to quit if it happened. And then it just happened. It was so gnarly. And it never happened any other time prior to that. And I was doing it, bro, for like months. It was probably like, I would say at least 6 months I was doing that.
Wow.
Like at least. Because I worked there for like a year and a half.
What was so tough about Perkins?
There was just like one manager that I had that I always worked with. And she was like that bitch. Like that, like the girl that like, I won't even say girl, but she was just like, I'm sure if you went to Perkins, you probably know who I'm talking about. That's how annoying this bitch was. And like every day, like it was mental warfare. Like you would come in there and from the moment you clocked in to the moment you were leaving, it was mental warfare. Like she wanted to be more powerful than you, or like she wanted to like show dominance over you or something.
I gotta take a piss bad.
The piss? Brian's breaking the seal?
Yeah, but you remember the girl from Perkins that said thank you all the time?
Yeah.
She works at overnights at the McDonald's
Really?
we used to work at now.
That's
I see
funny
her.
you
I
said
see her
that,
now. I tried
'cause-
to tip her the one day and she turned me down.
Wait, you said she worked overnight where?
At the McDonald's we used to work
Oh,
at.
really?
Yeah.
Isn't that, wait, where did I meet? Did I meet her at Perkins or did I meet her there?
I don't know,
I don't
but I just remember walking in. When I used to smoke all the time, me, Maddie, and Otis went to
Chick-
Perkins the one day, like late
Yeah.
night. And we go, and everything we tell her, she said thank you to, and it was cracking us up.
Shit gets real in the
yeah.
GG pod.
Because we'd be like, yo, like, let me get like 2 waffles or whatever. And she'd be like, yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, what the fuck?
It was kind
So
of
we started cracking up over it, and now she works at the McDonald's we used to work at, and we laugh. She still does it, and
Yeah,
it's
like
awesome.
you
She's
would
the
ask for something
coolest
and she
girl.
would say thank you. Yeah, she was a sweetheart.
She's
She was a really
awesome.
cool girl. But
I don't know her name. I don't know nothing about her.
Yeah.
She's cool as shit, but she says thank you where thank you is not appropriate.
I worked with a
and
lot.
It cracked me up.
I worked with a lot of characters at that place, bro. At Perkins.
You remember the fucking McDonald's characters, bro?
Oh my god, bro! Most of them are still there, bro. That's
do
the
you
shit that
remember-
breaks
That's
my heart.
scary.
That's
That's
the shit that
scary.
breaks.
Do you
my heart.
remember the girl? I will never forget this story. I'm gonna name drop not the girl
Oh,
who
Jesus.
worked here.
Don't get us sued,
No, I'm
please.
gonna not name drop the girl who worked here. I'm gonna name drop Gina, because Gina, you know Gina, was in
Like
McDonald's.
Gina, like
Yes,
Gina?
like yeah,
Okay.
Maddie's roommate Gina. She was in McDonald's one day,
I thought you were talking about somebody we worked with. I
And
was like,
this-
I have
no,
idea
no,
what
no,
you're talking about.
and this girl just so happened to make Gina a sundae. And so she made the sundae. She used, you know how you stir it with the spoon after you
Yeah.
make the sundae. She stirred it with the spoon, licked the ice cream off the spoon,
Oh my
and put it back
God.
in the sundae and gave it to her.
Oh
and
my
Gina like
God.
caused a scene over it, as you do.
Yeah, what the
And,
fuck?
and Gina got kicked out of McDonald's.
What?
For it. Yeah.
Bro, she's the last person I would imagine to get kicked out of McDonald's. But
I
bro,
know.
how do you not make a scene
How do
over
you not
that?
make a scene? She licked the spoon. She went,
Bro, I
put
seen
that shit back in
I
the
seen some
sundae.
raunchy shit there, bro. I never forget.
Oh, no.
I
see
snapped.
some
I
raunchy shit in that
snapped on
place.
this one girl, bro, because she got me tight. The only time, because granted, I was the dick rider this day, but fuck you, because like, bro, I never had to be that guy. Like, I never had to be that guy to tell somebody like, look, you got to do some shit, right? Like, you
Yeah.
got to like pull your own here, because like.
Oh, I'm that guy. I'm
Bro,
the guy
there
to
was
tell
this one
people
girl.
that.
I'm sure, like, if, I don't even remember her name, but I'm sure if I showed you a picture of her, you probably remember. I probably couldn't even find a picture of her. But, bro, I remember I was working. You remember how, like, when you would work as a host at McDonald's, you would have, like, the 2 registers? And
Yeah.
2 people were working the registers. You're
Yeah.
supposed to go hand in hand.
Uh-huh.
Bro, I remember the one time a whole bus of, like, this soccer team came in. This whole soccer
Bruh,
team,
that shit
bro.
used to happen all the
And bro,
time.
it was me and another girl working. Register. I'm on this register and I'm cashing these people out. This girl is sitting behind me eating a fucking ice cream cone. Bro, and I swear to God, it was like 15 minutes. And I'm like periodically like checking to make sure she's still doing this shit right behind me while I'm doing this.
Like,
And I'm like, yo, you want to like take some of these people? Like, bro, like there was like probably 25 people in the line, like 25 people. She's sitting here just eating an ice cream on the clock. Look at that shit. Like, you gonna do something? Like, what the fuck?
that's terrible.
I
bro.
bet you it's the same person that
I-
licked the fucking ice
Probably,
cream spoon. Yeah, I bet
probably.
you. I remember her
Yeah,
very
that's
vividly.
nuts.
My worst stories, bro, come from my McDonald's experiences and my Perkins experiences.
The one day
They
I
were
walked in the
terrible.
bathroom at McDonald's. No, I didn't walk in the bathroom. My manager said, "Hey, there's a mess in the bathroom. I'm gonna need you to clean that up." I said, "All right, absolutely. Like, let me go check it out." It was poop middle of the floor at McDonald's.
no.
There was somebody took like not in the stall, not like just in the middle of the floor on the bathroom. Somebody dropped trowel and took a poop.
It's that that
Yeah.
makes you question
Wait,
fucking
yeah.
humanity.
Like
bro.
what is
You
going
have to?
on?
Like what the fuck?
Did you have to clean it up?
No, because he was a
I
minor.
was supposed to clean it up. I cleaned up a little bit of it, and I said, "Fuck this," and I was like, "Look, that ain't my shit. Like I'm not." But nah, like, and it was like and it was like it's not like somebody shit their pants and like like it like dripped down. It was a solid poop in the middle of the floor. One solid poop in the middle of the floor at McDonald's,
All I can imagine is someone going in there going, "Nah, that toilet seat's too dirty,"
and pooping on the floor. Yeah.
What moment in life do you got to be in to think like that's like of your options, right?
My best option
of
is
the
poop
hand
on
that
the
you're
floor.
dealt.
That's fucking
Like,
It's the
wild.
floor.
I know. See,
But
that's
how like I feel like how common is that? Because like how many times have you walked into like say for example like a public bathroom or a porta potty or anything,
Not many.
and at least one dumbass individual did some really dumb shit.
Like
there.
I mean, you walk into like a gas station bathroom at 2 a.m, it'd be poop all around the toilet. Like I've seen that 100 times,
Oh,
but not
man.
in the middle of the floor.
No, see,
like
that's
just
yeah, you're making a
in-
statement.
You
That's
you
a-
are.
that's a
Yeah.
statement.
that's
You're
that like
not-
the hierarchical
that's a
mile
decision.
shit. Like,
You
that's that,
you
like-
made the decision to poop on the floor.
That's like
at
the
that
rain
point.
dance.
The only thing I
get
could think of is like if you're being silly. And you're with your friends and you're like, yo, look what I'm going to do
I'm
right
gonna
now.
go poop
That's
on the
crazy.
floor.
I have a funny story about that, actually, by the way. So I have a friend, right? We all know this guy. I'm not going to say his name because that would probably get him in some
Should we
trouble.
mute it real quick? Because I want to know who you're talking
I
about.
want to know who you're talking about too.
Okay.
You're
Sure.
Hold on, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I mean-
Boom, boom, boom,
Just throw my
boom.
mic off.
All right, go ahead.
So we went to a Home Depot, right? And we had to like grab stuff for the house,
Yeah.
right? Just like, we had to get stuff for the crib. And he decides like, fuck it. He hopped in one of the showers,
Yep. Mhm.
pulled his pants down, and was like flashing his dick at people. And I'm like, no, this can't happen. And then he's like, yo, I gotta go to the
Sound like
bathroom.
some Kevin Hart shit.
I'm like, yo, he's like, yo, we gotta go to the bathroom real quick. Like, you guys gotta go? And I was like, yeah, I gotta go too, whatever. Right? So we went in the bathroom, and then he pulled his shit out and just started pissing like all over the
Oh
floor.
my god.
But it was just like, that was silly.
I was just about to
That was
accidentally
silly.
name drop him, but that individual is a menace. And
Yeah,
I'm
oh,
missing
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
real
guy is a
menace.
fucking menace.
But that's the only thing I
Menace
can think
society.
of is you're being silly with your friends and you're trying to make somebody.
What's it called?
I'm good for now.
See, I've been in public bathrooms where like I was like, damn, this toilet seat disgusting. But like, look, man, I'm not above sitting down on a toilet, but I will literally grab toilet paper, wet it, and I will clean that toilet seat.
Mhm.
Like, I'll just
Me
clean
too.
the toilet seat before I use it.
Yeah.
Like, cause I'll be honest, I tried hovering one time. That is the worst experience of my life.
Yeah.
Like, I need to concentrate to do what I need to do.
I'm not hovering, and I'm also not layering the toilet seat and
Yeah.
toilet paper. I'm not. I
I
just don't got it in me.
I'm not gonna
I'll
lie with
clean
you.
it.
I'm a slimy dog, bro.
Yeah.
I'll hop right on that bowl, bro.
If it's visibly wet, I'll wipe it
Yeah.
down with some toilet
Yeah.
paper. I'll throw that shit in there, and then I'll have myself a
Oh,
seat.
Yeah.
Nah, see, I don't like. I mean, if it's wet, obviously I'll clean it off. But if it looks a little dirty, I will wet the toilet paper, scrub that shit. And
Oh
then
yeah,
No,
no.
when
I'll just give it a wipe
Well,
down.
see, you have to hear me out. Like, I used to work at Walmart, and some days you just gotta
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
So I'm not trusting Walmart. Walmart, I've seen some
I'm
disgusting.
not
shit
tweaking,
there.
right? That like definitely just changed.
Yeah.
Dimmer, yeah.
Nah, I used to poop at Myers, bro.
All right, but
That's some vile
all right,
shit. If
here's
you've ever
Myers.
seen,
No. I've been
in the Walmart bathroom, bro. It's
Bro.
vile.
I've literally seen guys passed out because they overdosed in the Walmart
Yeah.
bathroom.
I mopped
time,
some
one
guy's
time,
shoes once because he OD'd in McDonald's.
You mopped his shoes.
I mopped the shoes. I had to mop around them, and I got some. I
shit.
mopped his toe box a little bit.
That's
I'm sorry,
tough.
Did
That's
your
like
manager
McDonald's,
go,
bro. At that point, you
Yeah,
gotta
he-
be like, bro,
I just thought he
what
was
the
asleep.
You gotta
I didn't
question
know he
a
OD'd.
few
I
things
mean, we
going on.
eventually we called an ambulance. We got him taken care of. I didn't know he was OD'd. I thought he was asleep. So I mopped
I'm
the shoes
sorry.
up a little bit.
Did your parent, or not your parents? Did your manager go, "Hey, mop the bathroom"? You went in there, saw a passed out guy, said,
No,
"Gotta
it
mop
was
around
at,
him."
it was at the table. He was in the middle of the McDonald's sitting at a table, sleep like this on the table, and they told me to mop, and I told them, look, this guy's sleeping. Like somebody got to take care of that. That is not me. And then they took too long, and so I mopped his toe box a little bit, and then they took
know
care
what?
of him eventually.
Let's take a shot to that guy. R.I.P.
I love how
No,
Jake's,
he's good.
Jake's like
He's
a
good.
gamer, so he
There's
has to say like
actually-
the toe box, like the hip box.
Josh Kodish has a video of me doing it.
Shout out Josh
Yeah.
Codish.
Shout
Fuck.
out Josh
shout out
Kodish.
Josh
Which one?
Codish.
There
He
is a
watches
vi-
these
there-
pods too.
There is a
Yeah.
video.
NFS.
Josh, if you see this, send me that video. I'll send it to them.
Yeah.
But he has a video of me mopping underneath this guy's feet.
What's it called? This is very off topic, but my friend, who's soon to be my business partner, named Colin, one day he sent a video to the group chat
Colin. I know Colin. Who's Colin?
His name is Colin.
He came to the Super Bowl
Colin
party.
from fucking.
Yes.
Oh, Colin. Yeah,
Yes.
Colin's dope. I fuck with Colin.
Yeah.
You know why? When you said Colin, for some reason I was thinking of Eric for some reason.
Oh,
But
okay.
yes, I know who Colin
Yeah,
is.
so Colin's my boy. You guys met him. I don't know if Jake's met him. You might have.
I think I met him at the mall once.
Yes, you did. That was the first time he's ever met one of my friends. But anyway, me and Colin about to be business partners. But he once sent me a video into our video game group chat, and he was like, "Bro, look at this guy like passed out over here," and it was near a homeless shelter near where I used to live, and you used to live, like on North Penn Ave.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out, like maybe 10 minutes later, that guy was actually dead.
Oh.
And what is it called? He took a video of a guy, and he sent like a video like LMAO when you just really have to sleep or something. We were like 15, 16. So it was just him joking around, but it turns out the guy was dead.
That's crazy.
And he ended up sending the group chat later. He's like, guys, I'm so sorry. That man passed away, and I just seen the police go, or like an ambulance go pick him up.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it's crazy too, because for anybody watching that thinks that that's fucked up, the Colin kid is like one of the sweetest kids I've ever met.
So sweet.
Like, he obviously didn't mean
Granted,
that.
If he ever hit me up and said, "Hey, bro, I just committed a war crime. I'm stuck in Quebec," I'd believe him. Like,
Yeah.
he is the sweetest person I ever met, but the situations that kid gets into,
Yeah.
never understand it.
No, he's a cool cat. But no, I believe what he says. Like,
And to that,
if he didn't mean that shit.
let's take a shot.
Bro, y'all love shots.
Remember that one lady we worked with at the
Do you have a
at,
shot
at
in there? You definitely don't have a
Gremlin
shot.
High?
At Gremlin High, the old school.
Shot. It's
You,
a bigger glass.
Cramp.
oh, I was wondering. I thought like the table landed on your foot for some reason. All right, boys.
Doesn't happen often, but damn, it just happened, son. Remember that lady?
I gotta pee.
Oh my God! How
Was
big
that
of a
the
shot?
school we worked at together?
Yeah. What would you rank her
I think I know what you're talking about. Oh, on the
on the list of?
Oh my God! I just
on the
took
witch
a double
list.
Shot. Fuck.
I gotta join you on that piss.
Jake.
I think.
fuck.
Actually.
You just want to take a pause real quick? 'Cause
I'll wait. I'll just wait.
Yeah, no, let's just keep it going. Actually, I got to piss too, but it's better
Yo,
than pausing again.
someone's way back. Can they bring me my last twisted tea?
Brian's a twee kind of guy. Yeah. Well, what I think is every job has those people. Like, every job has those people that you just don't really want to be around. Luckily though, like the place I work at now, it's not like that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's
bro.
awesome. What are you feeling it
I
over
took
there,
like
bro?
a double shot, and oh my.
Yeah, my last shot was
Every
big
other
too.
shot, like I'll be honest, like I was just talking about Darren about this. Like when I bench, I could like mask my exasperated face pretty well.
Okay.
Wait, move the computer, just in case. Your phone. Just I could like hide my in pain face pretty well, and I realized taking these shots I could do that really well too. But that one, I just took I had to take 2 gulps, and that shit hurt my soul.
What's the damage? Did he get it? Did he really get it?
I mean, you can still see a big puddle over there.
I can't even see it.
Set up a little bit.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Damn. You got him. Who pulled it? Who shook it?
Kevin. I said, everybody from the 313, put your motherfucking hands up and follow me. Look.
Blows, bro.
Notice how this man stands tough, but notice how he doesn't have his hands up. The big bad wolf. 1, 2, 3 to the 4. 1 Pac, 2 Pac, 3 Pac, 4. What do you mean, bro? It's from the classic film 8 Mile.
I gotta take a wagyu.
Damn, bro.
I'm getting hungry too. We gotta go out to eat after this.
Yeah, we should go to the Woodlands.
How far in are we?
We are.
It's
An hour 47.
Because we're not.
Oh,
nowhere near
we're
that
like an hour
that
and
long.
20.
Yeah, I would say we're probably like closer to an hour 20.
This room's gonna stink like shit when it's done. You know that?
Yeah, it always does.
Yeah,
always
you know
does.
what's funny? The other day, I brought Laura over, and she goes, "Oh, where is everybody?" And I like took a sniff, and I said, "Oh, they're doing a podcast." I could smell incense in the air.
What is the incense? Just the universal pods?
For me, it is because I live here, and every time I smell incense, you guys are doing a pod.
Damn, that fucking sucks, bro. My leg is all wet now.
You want me to dry it off for you?
Sure, Brian. Come
Yeah,
dry it
Jake,
up.
you're actually a real one. I didn't think you'd remember. That was a dangerous move for a guy who's as drunk as I'm feeling.
You good? Can you make it through?
Yep.
Damn, my pants are all wet now. That sucks. Come on, guys. We gotta dial it back in here. Like, what are we doing?
All right, let me go take a wagyu.
Not the wig, you, bud.
All right, yeah, let's start it off. Yo, so everyone who's not everyone who wouldn't know, so we've all recently gotten to golf.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
What is it called? As of
Took
right
an L the
now,
other day?
Huh?
Kevin beat me the other day.
I know. I heard
By
it.
a
It's because
lot.
I wasn't there. It's because the dream team wasn't around.
Yeah, y'all don't. Actually, y'all definitely don't want to verse me and Brian now.
Oh my god. No. Hold up. So everyone who doesn't know, we all play golf. We've played a total of 3 times, I think. The first time, me and Kevin were winning, and then Darian and Jake ended up smoking our ball because we didn't play the rule where you pick up your ball while the other person putts.
Yeah, which is we actually do that now.
Yeah.
So like the
Yeah.
fact that it sucks, but it is what it is.
We
It's an
tied
L.
that game because they smoked our ball and we ended up tying. The next game, they've beaten us 2 times now. The one was bad. The one was like I think a 1-par game. Ever
Fireworks
since then,
outside. I wonder if you
we've
can still hear that.
recently started actually me, Kevin, and Darian, mainly me and Kevin because we've been going a little bit more often, have been going to the driving range. And as of right now, and I'll say this confidently, I think I'm the best here. Kevin is the second best.
At what? Just driving?
No, with the irons, Kevin is definitely the best.
Yeah, I think I'm
I was saying
ill
overall,
with the
I
irons.
think I'm the best. I'm thinking I'm good with the irons, but you're definitely better.
I think I'm the best with putting too, though.
Whatchamacallit?
What? You think you're a better putter than me?
I absolutely think.
Whoa,
I'm a better
I don't
player.
That's
know.
funny. Yeah, on the greens, I think I'm a better putter, but I haven't seen you.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Because that
When
game
we
that I
played, I
played
thought I was a better
with me and Xavier versus Darren and Anthony, bro, my putt percentage was crazy.
But anyway,
Every
so-
My
single
short
hole,
game
bro.
is
Every single hole.
You cannot check
So-
my short game.
So
and I
recently
will
we've been
not
going
get
to the driving range. Me and Kevin are usually on the team. Kevin also plays with his little brother Xavier, and usually it's Darian and Jake
We're
on the
playing
team.
18 on Sunday, aren't we?
What is it called?
Fuck,
They're
buddy.
playing on Sunday with Kevin and his little brother and Darian and our roommate Anthony. But we're gonna play in maybe a week or 2, and me and Kevin are going to spank them. I'm gonna say this on the pod: a 3-par difference minimum.
Wait, me and you still gotta play these two.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah. I'm gonna say in about at least a week or 2.
What you
Well, no.
think? You think they're gonna spank us?
I wouldn't say spank y'all, but I
Jake,
definitely
would say
think
you,
like
you should come with us to the driving range.
I'd love to.
I want to show you.
They'll do absolutely nothing.
let's pick a day to play and let's go to the driving range like a day or 2 before.
Yeah, I also want to say so my grandfather gave me some advice. I hit up my grandfather the other day when me and Kevin were at the driving range. You know, practicing so we could spank these kids. And what is it called? I hit
They
my
need
grandfather.
practice.
My
They do need
grandfather
practice.
is
You do. Obviously, you need practice. And
No, but they need it though.
They
you know?
need
yeah, well,
practice.
every new golf player needs
Yeah,
to
no,
practice.
honestly,
You could
yeah.
probably use the practice.
but
Like, actually,
you-
why don't you tell them how, like,
Yeah,
after
actually, yeah,
me
how
and
about
Xavier
the last
beat
2
you,
times
you
you
and
went?
Anthony headed straight to the driving range after that.
Yeah, no, and
Tell 'em about
after
that.
time. How was your last?
They are practicing strictly to beat us.
You know, sometimes you got to go and correct some things.
Yeah,
I
I agree.
you know, we practice hard for that week.
That's
but,
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
You know, sometimes you got to get back to the drawing board and just talk to God and leave it in His hands.
Anyway, so I hit up my grandfather. My grandfather is like loves golfing. He's
Yeah.
like one of those like.
I'd probably spank your grandpa in golf.
My grandfather would probably over 10 and a half par.
Nah, no shot. Literally,
So,
pun.
so
We
my-
beat them by like 5.
I know. So if they could do it by 5, he'd do it by 20. Anyway, my
Go get his
grandfather's
app. Check it out.
my grandfather's literally one of those guys.
Go
like,
get us golf. The next page.
You ever
GG?
see like those
GG
like
golf?
stereotypes?
GG
Oh, that
golf?
says go in the GG Fitness though.
Yeah, GGG.
No, too many pages.
GG golf.
Oh, go get his golf. Anyway,
Yo, we gotta start lifting again.
we
We
did.
gotta,
Speaking of-
we gotta like keep it in some of it. Sorry,
Bro, I mean, I invited Jake today. Neither of y'all were able to make it, but Jake also wasn't able to
Let
make
Brian
it.
go
He was
ahead and
making
finish what
car
you're saying.
plays and
Let
shit.
Brian
What is
finish real
it
quick.
called? What is it called? So I hit up my grandfather after we got done,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Hey, first of all, I asked him if he had any clubs or he knew where to get them, and I also asked him if he had any tips. He told me a few tips. None of them were like revolutionary, but they're all easy for us to understand. First of all, he was like, "Yo," he told us to get a trainer. Obviously, none of us have money to get a trainer,
Yeah.
but he said that because he said getting good form early on is imperative because if you learn bad form and then
Yes.
as you grow, if you stick with that, it's going to be impossible to switch.
That makes
later on in
sense.
life, which makes sense. So I think we should also learn how to perfect our form, which me and Kevin have. Darren,
I don't-
You've
I
perfected your
would
form.
not
You're
say I
telling me that
perfected.
you have
Stop right
perfect
there.
form.
You don't perfect.
have
we've been learning to
perfected
perfect our form.
No,
your
me,
form.
me and Brian have been getting
So
nice.
you have perfect form, Brian?
Let me just pop that out. We've been learning to perfect our firm. Our
From
form.
who?
Our problem is necessarily accuracy. Like
we've been just watching videos.
Brian's a really good driver.
Keep
All
the
right.
pressure on him. Keep the pressure on him.
This guy's got perfect form.
Oh yeah.
I
I
don't.
don't,
You know what I
None
like?
of- none of us-
You know what I
none-
like?
none of us
I
have
like,
perfect
I
form.
like
have to ask, how does
overconfidence.
my dick taste?
I like overconfidence.
No.
Does
I love
taste
it.
salty? Is it sweet? How does my dick taste?
Perfect form.
Well,
I said we.
this is
we've
a
been
We should
fun.
put some.
perfecting
We should
our
put some
perfect form.
stakes on the game, yeah. Whoever wins takes us to Longhorn and buys a fucking stuff.
Remind.
Let's go.
Fucking pull my
fucking
12.
go.
Darren, right here.
Huh?
Shake out.
For when we play?
Yeah.
All right, but this
What
is
do you
this
think?
is
I
between
have
y'all
to
two.
consult to the wisest
look at
man
that,
I
'cause
know.
I don't need. I know Kevin's
me
down.
and you versus them two. Whoever wins buys the other team a steak.
Yeah.
Or no, whoever loses buys the other team a steak.
Right.
Brian, why are we doing this? I know we'll beat them.
I'll buy
but,
you a
like,
steak.
We will.
Let's go, ye.
I appreciate
just
the
a steak?
fucking steak, guys. There you go.
Let's fucking go.
I appreciate
I
the
like
steak.
it red.
He don't want to dab me
Nah,
because he
dab me,
knows.
dab
He
me.
knows. He
Fucking
knows who I
Dap
am.
him, dap him,
He knows
dap
who
him.
I am.
Kev,
There
you've
you go.
seen him at the driving range,
Huh?
right?
Yeah.
There was.
I seen him at the greens too.
Actually,
I seen him at the links.
Yeah, matter of fact, I'm not even gonna tell him the other tips. Nah, actually,
Don't tell me.
I'm
I don't
joking.
fucking need them, dog. Not
He
from
doesn't
you.
need
'em.
Not from Mr. Perfect Form. I don't need them.
There's the one
before.
thing I will say, bro. In a matter of going to the driving range 2 times, I've been able to improve like hardly.
2 whole times?
No, listen, no.
Holy
Bro,
shit.
you
Y'all
got-
have
you
been
gotta remember.
grinding
You gotta-
twice?
Now you got to remember, I wasn't the one that
big
I
connoisseur
wasn't
for
the
that.
one that said we had perfect form
I
and
didn't
none
say
of
that
that.
either. I said we.
I was the one
perfecting
that
our
was
form.
going to say, in 2 times, I extremely benefited from practicing. And like, is that not valid to say? So what I'm
What was that one thing AI was talking about?
now we're dick riding.
It's not
You
about
see?
the game.
Guys,
It's not about the game,
all
but
right.
practice.
At least,
talking about
at least,
practice.
at least that very camera got to witness
I'm
that
pulling up with
handshake.
Brady,
Because now when both of y'all buying us steaks, bro, and when Brian steps up to the tee, right? When we're playing captain and crew,
Wait
and,
till-
and I
till
hit that
fucking
shit,
tee time,
and I hit that shit 250, right? Near him, and I'm looking at the fairway
Yeah,
like
into the
this.
fucking Nissan Altima riding down the street over on fucking Hollenback Ave.
Yeah, wait till you
All
put
I
it
know
on
now,
Shield's
bro.
rooftop.
All I know now that was on hole 3. It ain't none of that 6 part
all
no
right,
more.
cool.
Oh,
It
yo,
ain't none of that.
Actually, this invite goes to both of you. I want to tell you. So my grandfather, because I was talking to him, my grandfather loved that guy. He goes, hey, because I told him, I was like, hey, do you have any tips or do you have any old golf clubs I could borrow or somewhere I could buy them for cheap? And he goes, I don't have any old golf clubs. I sold them all when I moved to my new house. But here's an early birthday gift. Gave me $100 to Golf Galaxy, maybe next week or the week after.
Yeah, for a singular 9-iron.
Nope.
For a
Go cop a driver, Brian, and that's going to be
Hold
the
up,
team
stop.
driver.
Everyone stop.
putter.
Everyone stop. He said, he was like, he texted me. He's like, yo, when you get this, my 3rd golf tip's right there. He told me on there, it was a $100 gift card. He said, buy the best putter you can find. It will save you 1,000,000 strokes. So he said, whatchamacallit, he said,
interesting.
buy a good putter and it will save you a lot of strokes. And then I asked, oh, okay, how do I define a good putter? He said the most important thing in the world is like the perfect size for you. So like you need to find out the perfect size in your hands. So in about a week, maybe 2 weeks, I'm going to drive. I asked Darren to come. He said he would. You guys could come too, just because it's a cool place to go to.
I would love to
I'm
go.
going to Golf Galaxy. It's like an hour and 10-minute drive. I'll drive. You guys come with. Check out like all the shit.
Damn,
they
if we're
have there.
going there, I feel like I got to cop something. Like, I got to cop a driver
I
or
mean,
some
you
shit.
could-
Good glove. No, driver's crazy, bro. You
I
know how
know.
expensive them shits
A
are?
lot of money.
But so I'm
Yo,
going to
I
go
just
there.
came up recently on a whole set.
Bro,
How?
I'm like dead ass serious about this golf shit though. Like, I like it.
My pops. So it's a bit of a story. So my pops' dead ex-girlfriend's ex-husband's drivers.
That sounds like my auntie's fish died
Yeah.
in 3rd
Well,
grade and her
that's-
second
they
grade
were-
kindergartner
They were
student.
my pop's girlfriend, who is now no longer with us. Her ex-husband's, who she took with. I guess she took them in the divorce or whatever, and they were gone to my family friend
Damn.
Brian, and now they're too big for Brian. So
That's why
they're
you
mine.
can't go down that corporate ladder, bro. Like the women take the clubs in the divorce. Like that's
I'll let you-
petty.
I'll let you
Fuck.
know my
That's
putter,
petty,
yeah.
bro.
imagine,
I
Brian.
have 2
Imagine.
But like I'm about to buy.
But listen, Brian.
I have
Imagine.
brand new. You know what I mean?
I got 2 valid.
Imagine he
it's
goes to
actually
buy
a
that putter.
valid set of clubs too.
Really?
I got the clubs. I got the bag. I got a fucking a singular golf glove. I got a fucking turf fixer.
Oh.
All that. I got mad balls, mad tees, mad
That's
fucking
awesome.
bug
Reggie,
spray.
wouldn't
You
wanna
name
win
it.
off-
In it.
You wouldn't want to win off having better clubs. You know what I mean? It's all about skill.
I need to get a glove.
Yeah,
I have a glove now.
Bro,
It's too small
I
for
didn't
me, but I
realize,
have a glove.
especially going to like the driving range, I realized how much golfing tears your hands apart. I need a glove.
I can't see it right now, but like I have like
When I
Even
go, when we leave the driving range, bro, my hands are done.
not even though like I don't work out anywhere near as much as you. Kevin's a demon, but like I have like slight calluses, but bro, my hands get because I have like honestly I have like softish hands. Granted, they don't feel soft,
hands.
but like compared to like
your
Brian's banging the old
soft
front too
hands,
much.
boy.
I work 95-hour work weeks. I don't even take a lunch. So hold on, I need you to stop right there.
You don't even take a lunch.
I don't take a lunch,
Oh,
but
no.
my hands like compared to like someone who works out every single day, like I have like my hands get torn up, but like compared to yours, like my hands are literally cuts not cuts, but like I have like open
calloused
scabs.
hands.
The main thing for me, bro, is my thumb, my grip thumb. So like
Yo.
the
Go ahead, keep going. I'm just saying.
the middle of my thumb, and then the calluses on both the middle parts of my hands from lifting. I feel like that's the part that ends up getting hurt. I think it's because of the calluses though. Like if you didn't have calluses on your hand, I don't think
Yo,
it'd be a
Kev,
problem.
you see DeAndre Hopkins got it released?
Bro, come on.
Don't even.
We
yeah,
can't
don't
even dick ride.
Don't
Aren't you an
don't
Eagles
even.
fan? Because
Yeah,
listen to
fuck,
this. Do you know who
fuck.
DeAndre Hopkins
Come
is?
on, come on.
Bro,
Kevin,
doesn't even know
I'm
who
sending you a picture
Odell
right now.
Beckham is.
You're
I'm
sending
sending
me
you
a
a
picture?
picture right now. Can you put it on the TV screen
Yeah, sure. Why not?
before we fucking go down that rabbit hole? And Jake and I are sitting here with our thumbs up our ass.
Yo, me and Jake muted our mics to talk about alcohol. You guys can
Check this out.
Yeah, and you guys can mute your mic to talk about football while we have a productive
We
conversation.
have a man.
I don't know if you know
conversation.
me. I don't.
a
mute
man
mics.
conversation. We're talking
Yeah.
about football, and you want
Yeah.
to have a man
Yeah, that's
conversation?
gay.
Look at you, dick
We're
rider.
talking about
Football's
wearing
gay.
tights and touching as many guys as you can.
Gay.
Gay.
Was that from the
Fucking
Spartan? Was that from the
gay.
Spartan?
Check out. These are Matt's hands. Look at fucking Matt's hands.
Wow. All right, hold on. I'm gonna put that on the
Yeah,
screen.
that's insane.
Bing! These are Matt's hands. Sorry, sensitive
Flag it.
viewers. These are.
Yeah, you should give like a warning.
discretion.
I will say now, viewer discretion. I'm gonna put it
Yeah.
right here. Bing.
Flag it.
When you edit it, you should put like a timestamp
So-
before they get skipped to,
so-
because like that's disgusting.
So right there, bro,
disgusting.
all of his calluses pulled off.
But for you savages, I honestly feel like as though if you're a go-getter and you're watching this episode, why did it just cut off like that? Oh, I feel like if you're watching this episode anyways, you'd be down to see that because you know that Matt Sachs is a savage, and that was his hands after completing the Spartan Ultra race. So I do too, and I really don't want to go down there to do it yet because I'm having fun.
Stop being willy-nillys.
I'll piss on you, dude.
You're
I'm
willing
hungry
to-
though. We
that's
gotta
what
go.
the
We gotta go
Army
eat
gave
after
me.
this.
I'm not hungry at all, but I'm so down.
Hungry.
I'd eat.
And I'd be
definitely
happy
eat.
with Williams. I hope thou who shall not be named is there so I could piss on them.
They're not actually. I believe she's in Mexico.
Yeah, she's in Mexico.
That's
Well,
dope. You're not in Mexico.
I'm not. Actually, you know what? You got that.
He's in the Go-Getters podcast studio
That
though.
is true. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
facts,
one
bro.
thing.
Fuck Mexico.
So if you
better.
if you rank the two, like you know, what I'm saying?
Whoever her name is, I don't know who it is, but stay away from the cartel, cause fuck.
Walk body.
matter of fact,
Fuck.
say what's up to them.
It's been getting real out there
that's fucked.
down in Mexico. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm dick rider because I actually don't care that much. But like when it happened, I was dread. Now I'm just like I don't even work.
These
there.
pods are the most annoying because I always forget like the workload that I'm gonna have to put myself through. Like when I go to sit down and edit one of these things. Well, there you go. I mean, you know what else is gonna happen, right?
Oh, I'm feeling it. I'm at like I'll honestly like maybe like a 7.4.
Take another shot. Take another shot, Brian.
Well,
another shot,
you
Brian.
gotta remember, I accidentally gave myself 2 double shots.
Another shot,
You
Brian.
drank. I will say you drank 4 tweez. I have had
I'm gonna go peek.
I'm at 3.5.
about 3/4 of 1 Miller Lite.
Yeah,
But it is the tall boy.
my last shot, I said gulp. Oh no, gulp. I had to take 2 fucking.
Yeah, that's a
Oh,
bad idea.
Fuck me.
Go ahead, roll another one, son.
Roll another one.
Let's do some shots at the woods, brother. We get some mixers.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna go. Yo, Maddie, give me the strongest thing you
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
Where are we? Do you actually want to go?
Yeah, hell yeah, let's do it.
right here, Nux.
Big nuts.
I'm gonna get one of those wraps. They have really good wraps there.
They do.
Yeah,
Get a
wraps
grilled
and the
chicken wrap.
fries.
Get,
Oh,
a,
wait.
get a grilled chicken wrap with balsamic as the sauce.
I
Shit.
fuck with balsamic.
Balsamic. I'm
Balsamic
atomic.
vinegar. Isn't that how that goes?
Yeah. Balsamic vinegar.
Let's go.
Vinegar, I pull
GG
on
pod.
the trigger.
GG pop.
I don't know. Let me
We missed
shut up.
Kevin.
Boom.
We miss Kevin. Kevin brought the energy.
Kevin doesn't
He will be
have the
missed.
energy. Actually, nah, he's not missed. We want to shout out to our new podcast host, me and Jake. We make this joke every single time you guys aren't here. But,
We are the new founders of the Go Getters podcast.
boo!
Boom. CEO and CFO right here. Sitting right at the head of the table is where we should be.
Shout out to all my homies out there. I want to
Yeah.
shout out Eric. I
Shout
want
out
to
to
Edgar.
shout out to Kevin and Darrian for laying the
Yeah,
groundwork for
they-
us to soar.
Yeah, facts. I mean, they kind of like they made the way,
They
but we really ran the way.
they
you know what I mean?
paved the path. I will never disrespect that. They paved the path, but they did it only so that we can take off.
Take off.
You-
Yo,
you were-
RP take off.
R.I.p. Take. Yeah, R.I.P. Take. That's all we was
Who
talking
paved
about.
the way?
You
You
were
and
missed.
Darrian paved the way for me
Yes,
for me and Brian to take
Shouts to
over
Go Getters
and soar on the
podcast.
Go Getters
Well,
podcast.
I mean, hey, you guys basically in a lot of ways became
Jackson!
fan favorites of the Go Getters podcast. So
Come here.
isn't it weird how it works out? I always said though from like day one, because I never knew how this whole thing was going to turn out and the types of people we'd be talking to and whatnot, but these are always still some of the most fun podcasts. to
Oh
do.
my
I
god,
love Jackson so much.
Brian's drunk.
I love Jack so
I
much.
love
He's so
Jackson
soft.
so much.
He's so soft.
He came right
I just
to
took my pup to the groomers. She is fucking soft.
Nah, yo, so I was talking about the other day, right? So yo, Jack, do you think Jackson has like a mean stare?
Can the mic hear you? Can the mic hear you?
Do you think Jackson has a mean stare? Or like no, like I want you to answer truthfully. Don't
Yeah,
like try to.
I'm gonna.
Jack's got some resting bitch face.
I think that he can. I don't think to me he ever has a mean stare.
I mean, like in general, when he's just chilling.
No.
Well, you know
So-
what that stare means, though.
Yeah,
so,
I do have a good way of reading
No,
it,
so
for sure.
I only ask because like
When me and Kevin did that one thing one time, Brian, go ahead, finish your story.
Jackson came up to me while I was laying down right there, and it scared the fuck out of me. Cause like I wasn't like I looked at him and he was like staring at me
Yeah.
super mean. Right?
I mean,
like granted, he wasn't doing anything wrong, but like to me it was terrifying, and I had to like snap myself out of it, and I was like, okay, I'm just bugging out. There's nothing wrong, but he looks like rude.
No, I don't. A lot of dogs are like that though. Like my dog Lola, my little one, she has the resting bitch face, and if she looks at you from across the room when you're just chilling and she's just chilling, she'll look at you and you think she's trying to kill you, but she's chill.
Well,
Lo-
see,
Lola's
like,
a
I don't know if
savage.
it's
Yeah.
because like not Darian, Jackson looks like that in general, but I have a theory that I don't like because I mentioned this to Lara. I think that he looks mean sometimes, and Lara doesn't see it. Lara thinks that he's a sweet little dog and he looks cute as shit at all times. And I
no.
personally like I look at him sometimes and I'm like, I don't know. Like I actually get a little bit nervous. Granted, like,
Jackson,
bro.
intimidating dog. If he was in the Chimp Empire, he'd
Yeah,
be one
me-
of
me
the
and
top
Kevin talked
I
dogs.
know
about
what
that.
Jack's teeth feel like.
but
Jack would be one of the males that patrol the western
But
border.
I look at him and like, cause granted, and there's also a bit of like, I know what he used to be like and what he is
Yeah.
now, but
He's a
I have
changed man.
I have
He
a
has
theory.
matured a lot.
I have a theory that like I only feel like that because like me and Jackson are like this now.
Yeah.
Brian's drunk.
I am drunk. Me and Jackson are like super tight. Jackson comes in my room and chills out in my bed sometimes. Like
Aw.
I'm not scared of Jackson at all. But sometimes when he stares at me, I'm like, whoa. And I think it's because of how I felt that one time. It's definitely
Wrong
because
button.
it could just be a theory.
Maybe.
But when I stare
What
at
was
him
that
and he
one?
looks me in my
I didn't
eyes,
hear it.
I'm like, whoa. Like that's exactly how I felt
What,
at
they're
that time when
cheering?
I was
Yeah.
laying down and he was just like looking down at me. And I was like, whoa. But I don't know. Like that could just because like he definitely does have like a resting dog face.
That's a newfound power.
I don't know, man.
But I love Jackson to death.
You know,
Like-
Jack had his time being a little menace, but he's calmed
no,
down.
Jack-
I still have a
Jack's
scar
awesome.
on my cheek from Jack.
Dude, really?
Yeah.
It's kind of awesome. You look like fucking Adler from
So how
Cold
did,
War.
how did he actually get you?
I was sitting on the floor and
Yeah.
he walked up to me. And I was like, Jack, and he bit me in my face.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a crazy
but-
night.
Shout
That
out
was
to
crazy,
Jackson
man.
though,
That
because
was a
that man,
ridiculous night.
granted, he dealt with his demons.
Yeah.
Shout out the pit bulls across the street. But my man is a different man.
No, he is. Jack's a good damn,
No, Jack's an
damn good
awesome
dog.
dog, and he's a protector. Jack's a savage.
Yeah, I'll be honest, bro. I think Jackson loves me.
You think?
I think he does too, for sure.
What is it called? Me and Jackson be cool. Like what you guys were on the podcast the other day, and like literally yesterday or maybe the day before, and Jackson just chilled with me and Laura in my room for like an hour. Like he just sit in the bed with us and like cuddle. It was cool.
I mean, I never really had much fear being around Jack, but
In the beginning, he used to run up on your ass, though.
yeah,
Remember
well-
that at Blackman Street?
like yeah,
He used to be like, yo, Darren, get your dog, get your
Yeah.
dog.
Like, that was like the early
That
stages.
was when Jack was
It was
jacking.
well before
Yeah,
you moved into
That's
this
when
house.
Jack
so,
was
like,
feral.
I was
Yeah.
like very comfortable being around Jack, and Jack has never like done anything to me. So
Yo, do you guys hear that?
I don't hear anything.
That's a shot alarm. Oh my god.
You're a cock biter, bro.
I'm surprised you're the one saying it.
It's
I'm
annoying
on board.
because like I'm over here thinking like we're having an audio issue. You just zap me back to reality for a second.
Man, I'm feeling it, and I want everyone else to feel it.
That's awesome.
Jay, can you pour my shot and be generous?
I love NSFW
Be
buds.
generous?
No. Opposite of generous. Like be generous as a good friend.
Come on up, Jigga.
You gotta start finding a new way to like be able to like
Or
dive into the
but, like,
NSFW
if I'm
pods.
generous, 'cause
What do you mean?
I don't know.
You think we should plan them a little bit better?
No, not necessarily. But what I'm saying is like I feel like you don't get to enjoy what makes an NSFW pod an NSFW pod.
Yeah.
They're all reasonable.
So like we got to find a way for you to be able to
Real quick,
enjoy it.
before we take, let me take a piss because I broke the seal and I need to piss again.
I mean, I guess it's just fun to do it with our friends, but
Yeah.
Yo, actually,
You get to watch us be a
I'm
bunch of
definitely
idiots
drunk, but I love
for an
doing this
hour.
podcast.
I love the NSFW pods. These are some
I
of my
like them
favorite
too.
pods.
I love them.
It's like the one I was telling Jake before we come here. It's like virtually the only pod that we never prepare for. It's like the only pod that we just show up at a time and just click record.
It's fun that way.
Yeah, it is. It's,
Yeah,
it's
is.
raw. It's the only pod that you could really do raw like
Because this is exactly what we would be doing if we were not recording ourselves.
Yeah, it's like the same shit we'd be talking about.
We might be a little sillier, I think.
No,
If we
I
weren't
actually
recording?
think we
If
get.
we were not recording.
Oh,
We'd be
we'd
sillier?
be
Yeah.
a little sillier.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
just
we
because
gotta, we got to keep it a little intact.
yeah, a little
for the
PG.
camera.
You know what I'm saying?
If
Because
we were as silly as we would be if the camera wasn't on, we'd be in trouble.
not everybody
Yeah.
is as faint at the heart as we are.
Yeah,
So
we would probably get some repercussion for that for sure.
Yeah.
fuck repercussion.
We've already got a bunch of flags to cut a bunch of
I
shit
know.
out of this
Well,
podcast.
you know what? You guys don't have to cut the dick.
I'll come to the house and help you.
I'll teach you how to edit. I mean, we've been talking about fucking finding a way for you to be, well, not only you, but all of us to be able to stream for a very long time. It'd be a useful skill. That's something I'm still very interested in doing. It's like, when are we going to pull the trigger? And that's honestly been scaring me
It's a
because
finance thing, bro. We have to.
it
finance
is. But,
things.
bro, I've been thinking, like, we've had this GG gaming page for so long, and it, like, hurts me that I don't, like, I get to click on that page and there's just nothing there. Every
Well,
time I go there.
That's
Like,
kind of how I feel with the fitness thing.
yeah, that too. But that's on us because we all work out every day.
And we can all be recording and we can all do something.
Yeah.
You know, we can all do something.
But it's like, I think it's like what you're saying is just a workload thing. So it's like we got to like put our like priorities where like the priorities need to
Yeah.
be. And right now that's just growing this because I think in growing this, you get to grow other things like that, like the other things that we're actually passionate about doing too on
Yeah.
top of this that like isn't just like our main priority. Like just blowing up the GG fitness is not our main priority, but it's something we're both very passionate in. So like it obviously comes with all the other shit that we want to do. It just takes time and like knowledge and growing. Like you got to think like a year is a long time for most people to think about because not many people make it a year into doing anything, especially like chasing a dream. But like a year really for people that do this shit is just a year. Like most people have been doing this shit for a long time. So like the people that are able to diversify themselves and do whatever they want to do, it takes some like
Jackson.
come on, Jack, please don't do
I feel
that.
like the GG Fit has like some serious potential though.
It does
feel like-
because it's something that
I was like thinking about it the one day, and I'm like, this might be a stupid thing, but like, what if you made like the GG Fit like IG for example, and just did like a montage, not of like us working out together, of just what happens in the gym. Like you see some guy benching 515, and you're like, yo, bro, can I film this and put this on Instagram and like just
That'd be cool.
make it a whole montage of like
Yeah.
some guy doing 20 muscle ups in a row.
Yeah.
Like, yo, bro, can I film that real
the
quick?
problem is like we need a filmer. Like we
Yeah.
don't like
Well, I mean, fucking take. I mean, at that point, like you got an iPhone,
Yeah.
like.
Brian, do you want to be a fucking filmer? Is that what you're insisting over there?
Like, I feel like if you just make the page a fucking montage of what goes on in the gym when we're there, like that'd be
Right.
cool. That'd be cool
No,
shit
'cause-
to watch. I'd
It
like
is.
to watch that.
This is what I say.
We're dick right now.
No, this is what I'll say.
Yep.
Because maybe nobody else believes it.
I think you might be dick rad.
Maybe nobody else believes
little
it.
bit.
But I believe like the actual maximum potential that can be achieved from like what we're doing. So like for anybody that like is interest, not like just people, but like for yourself. If you're interested in doing something, bro, do it because like now is the time where you can fucking latch on to something that will be big as fuck one day.
Which one? Get me sober, and I promise you, I'd still say I'd film for you.
It's not hard. The
But
only
I think what Kevin's saying is like, all right, so I'll have the conversation. Ready?
yeah.
So like Kevin and I always talk about this. Like when it comes to your own journey, when it comes to your own endeavor, right? Nobody's ever gonna take it as serious as you are.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like, I don't know if there's anybody that will take it as serious as Kevin and I
Yeah.
do without like compensation.
And
know?
that
So, like,
that's
what I
the part
mean-
that sucks is because
Let's
we
go.
can't really afford
I
to
work
pay
3
people
days
the
a
way that we
week.
want to.
If you tell me to work, if you tell me to come any other day than Sunday, hey, come to work out with us and take videos of us, I would do it. If you tell me any other day than Sunday, as long as it's after 3 p.m. to come video something, I would do it.
The problem that's hard about though, while like I agree that that's possible, that's easier said than done. Like people have, like for example, you have life shit that goes on.
Yeah.
You have a girlfriend, you have a job, you have family, you have friends, you have priorities, and you have things that you need to do in your regular life. I cannot ask you to put that on hold to help us do our thing without compensating you, and that's where it gets hard.
Okay.
Because if I'm like, bro, and what he means is like, if we know this shit needs to be done at 5 p.m., he and I are willing to drop everything to get something done by 5 p.m.
And we do it often.
If I have to ask you, Brian, like, listen, man, we really need you here at 3 o'clock, like, but say, God forbid, like, you have a plan with whoever, like, I can't ask you to put that on hold to do, like.
I promise you.
You know what I mean?
Any other day than Sunday, because, like, to pay bills, I generally need to work Sunday.
And that's honorable. We don't really do shit on Sundays.
If
For the most
not
part.
Sunday, there's 95% time, because this can take, like, 2-3 hours tops. I can drop what I'm doing, be like, hey, hit me up around then. I could do it. I promise you I can, quote-unquote, drop what I'm doing to come help you out.
Well, all right, so listen. This is drunk Brian speaking, but
Hit me up in the morning. I promise you I'll say the same thing.
But besides that, like, what we actually need, well, one, we definitely need somebody to film, but also to double as, or an individual to just do this. What we mainly need is when we buy our cameras and the ATEM is to somebody to just be our in-house producer.
I
and you
literally
live here.
I would say I live here. I promise you I would do that for you.
But like I said, it's just like scheduling. Because like our schedule is hard.
It's so like
It's hard to like revolve your schedule around what we're like. What he said makes perfect sense. Like if you don't like, if you're not me or him, it's hard to like be full in, like just in general.
If you can give me like a week advance, like just to, hey, by the way,
That's
this
reasonable.
Next week, I could do that.
no,
Let's do it.
That's not reasonable because
What?
like we schedule podcasts
yeah,
like
certain shit that we do.
15 seconds in advance.
But-
Not just joking.
15
But I
Yeah,
think
seriously
in
though.
general, like,
Yo, come
I
over in
think
15 seconds. We'll film this pod.
I think a week advance is reasonable. I mean, like, what is it called? If you give me a week, I could find someone to take my shift, do whatever. Because, like, I generally do believe in you guys. I think you guys will make it big. And, like, I'm very happy to be part of that. What is it called? If you give me a week isn't a long time.
It is a long time, truthfully.
I mean, in the sense of, like, how.
Our scheduling, 100%. That's a long time.
All right, but, like, really,
a week out?
realistically, you should change that.
But for like what
How do you, though?
what I guess we need him for, it wouldn't necessarily need to be as tight as what we do. Because like what we do, like we need to be hands on and we need to be present at a specific time. The only thing he would necessarily have to be present for is when we plan on shooting something or when we plan on filming a podcast.
And-
so that's not really hard to
And
schedule around.
realistically, like, I know you do this sometimes, but, like, and you are starting off, so, like, you should still have time to figure this out. But, like, you shouldn't schedule stuff 2 days out. Because, like, you
That's
have
fair,
that's
but-
hard on you and on the person.
I guess we're like really just diving into the
We're still
GG
figuring it
back
out.
ends
Yeah,
right
we're
here.
still figuring out.
But,
I
like,
promise you, I only work 3 days a week. I'm very happy to help
The
out.
the GG back ends of like an up and coming podcast is like sometimes shit gets ugly and sometimes you get fucking hacked and like a bunch of random shit happens to you. Not only just that, but it sets you back like a while. So like what happened to us recently is like we had like a big hacking and then we had a big like financial like plan where we were trying to like upgrade a bunch of different things. There's a lot of just really wild different things happening at once. What happens during like our like podcast procedures is like we try to tackle specific things at specific times, and sometimes we're focused on other things way more than, say, just for example, scheduling an episode. So like scheduling an episode might happen on a really random day at a really random time to have to be scheduled around other things. I don't necessarily like it that way, but other things have to happen. Like if you want to like grow something like this, there's so many different things that you have to pour effort into, and it's not anywhere near as simple as just scheduling a podcast and filming it. Like it's not that simple. Like there's so much other shit that goes into it that like other people don't see face value, and it's scheduling for any business or endeavor like this is just fucking hard, bro. Like scheduling is hard.
We'll figure it out.
But luckily, I think like we've gotten so much better with our
We'll
scheduling.
figure
Like
it out.
virtually, we've never missed an upload ever. The only time we ever did is pushing an episode back like 2 days at the latest.
Yeah.
That's in a full year. So scheduling has to be pretty intense to like be able to do that.
That's fair. Well, like I said, talk to me when I'm sober.
We'll figure it
All
out.
right, you blokes. You guys want to go get some food?
What are we fucking canceling the corp or
Fuck.
The NSFW.
NSFW 5?
If we do want to get food where we intended on getting food, we'd have to leave like now. They close
What do
in
you think?
about an
Because
hour.
we have a podcast tomorrow at 11 o'clock.
Yeah,
too.
we do.
We have to be
Well,
kind of responsible.
The
Yeah, I guess.
restaurant closed at 1.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, guys, we are 2 hours and 17 minutes in. It's like realistically probably like 2 hours and 45 minutes. Still pretty good. But I guess we'll say our farewells then. We love you guys. I didn't get very drunk tonight at all.
Kev, take another shot.
All right, let's take another shot before we go.
Wait, Kev.
I already have it.
Kev, pour a little bit more.
No.
Oh, actually, we're gonna drink more at the Woodlands.
I'm gonna drink another brew. Where'd the garbage go?
Bro, I don't know. I couldn't find the
Kev,
garbage.
raise your glass.
Rise up lights. Rise up lights.
Boom. Oh Jesus. On that note, guys, thank you for joining us for another episode. Guys, we don't get to do this very often anymore. It sucks.
No, this is
but
nice.
I love these episodes, and I think we had already planted the seed for doing this again July 8th for the UFC 290. So as long as Jake's hard-working ass gets off that day, you guys will see us again, UFC 290, July 8th. Well, you know what? On that note,
Boom.
Darren, you're even gonna say farewells to the fans? Guys, we love you. This
Darian
was a
said, "Fare
very,
fucking well."
very, very
Boom.
interesting
Fare
podcast, to
fucking
say the least. Boom! We love you. Till the next time, peace.